Build a website you love with Wix.
Are we live? I'm watching an ad on my own live stream right now, I think. Hi, everybody. Oh my God. What's up? Thank you so much for being here. Hang on one sec. I don't have everything set up super well. Hi, everybody. What's up? Who do we have in here? Neela Leela. Hey. Seiko. Hey. Snappy. Hi. AW. What's up? Olivia. Happy Saturday, everybody. Oh my gosh. How is the music? I think it might be a little loud. But last time, the music was silent. Also, last time, if any of you were in my last stream, the video quality was really trash, so I'm really hoping that today goes better. But you know what? If it doesn't, the vibes will still be here, you know? The audio and the vibes will still be good. Hi, Lupita. Hi, Dylan. I'm back. Beatrice. Hello. Home video. That's an iconic username. I love that. Hi. Hello, everybody. How is your Saturday going? Are we saying cheers to the freaking weekend? Personally, I had a little bit of a crazy week. Oh, sound is a little delayed for you. To be honest, I don't know how to fix that. But thank you for the feedback, AW. This is all helpful because I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to streaming at all. Turns out there's a lot of like settings and stuff to mess with. But it sounds like my audio is not synced up with my mouth. Let me just see if I can like go in and like fix something while we're live. I probably can't. But anyways, yeah, I can't fix things while I'm live. I'm so sorry. I hope it just like fixes itself. Otherwise, maybe just like don't look at my mouth and then it'll look on time. Okay, it wasn't like that the last time. Okay, so we fixed some things and then some things are perhaps a little bit broken again. That's okay. Hey, Mango. Yeah, how was everyone's week? I feel like probably we're all just like getting through, right? I on Monday got my COVID flu shot and I've never really gotten like bad side effects from those before, but this week I got like taken out from my vaccines. I had like a really bad headache on Tuesday. And I think I slept for like 16 hours that day or something. So I was a little late to scheduling this live stream, and honestly I was like, oh, maybe I just like won't do it. But I'm glad we're doing it. I feel like it's fun for everyone that can join, and also like a fair amount of people watched the replay last time, so that's cool. So hi if you're watching this in the future. Seiko, I don't really stream. This is new. This is a new development because I haven't made a video in a long time, as we can probably see if we look on my YouTube channel, and I missed interacting with everyone, but also like I didn't really have any like immediate ideas for videos that I wanted to make. So to me, streaming felt like a good in-between where like we could still have a little moment here, hang out, but I didn't have to like come up with the YouTube concept and like edit it and all of those things. So yeah, we're trying it out. This might be the last stream that I have for a couple of weeks because I am traveling. I'm about to be gone out of the country. So we'll take a little break after this, but I think streaming could be like a fun thing to do regularly, just to like more casually hang out, because I like that element of the internet. I think it's fun, but sometimes like making a whole YouTube video and like a thumbnail and worrying about all of that is too stressful. So yeah, we're just hanging out. I love watching live streams, like when I'm working on my drawings. I think it's amazing to just throw something on, chill. I am admittedly a huge lurker, so I super appreciate you guys coming and chatting, because I don't do that when I watch streams. But I blame that on the fact I'm drawing, you know? We can't do both all the time. So shout out if you're lurking, shout out if you're watching this later. Let me know what you're doing while watching. I always love to hear. Hi Olivia. You're my comfort creator. That's really nice. I have a few comfort creators, so knowing that I am that to you is really special. Yeah, wait. What's everyone doing? Are you guys doing anything fun? Are you doing chores? Are you laying down? What's the vibe? Let me know. Yeah, I've had a pretty chill day so far. Pretty chill Saturday. I actually, for the first time ever, maybe, worked out at like 7:15 a.m. this morning. I was like, I'm gonna just start out my Saturday as if it's like a work day, and I'm just gonna like get up and get straight to it. Because I actually leave for my trip tomorrow, so I have quite a bit of life stuff to do. So I thought that waking up early would be a good thing, and it was great. I worked out, I showered, ate, got myself a little coffee, a little cold brew, and now we're gonna have a chill little hang. Ooh, Nila Lila, you're cooking dinner. What's for dinner? Good for you for cooking. I'm such a lazy cook recently. I can't get myself to go to the grocery store. That's the biggest thing. So then it's just like not much to cook if you don't go to the grocery store, you know? I've just kind of been eating for sustenance recently. AW, relaxing after today's Spanish lesson. Ooh, dude, good for you for learning Spanish. I respect people that commit to learning languages so much. I was actually just talking about this maybe on my Patreon podcast. I was talking about like, someone asked me like, do I speak another language? And I was like, well, I kind of have made attempts in my life to learn languages, but I am not committed enough to it at this point to actually really learn a language, because it's a lot of work, especially as an adult, especially if it doesn't come natural to you. Learning a language is like a lot. What's playing in the background? Sounds like chill Animal Crossing. Yeah, Snappy, it is. We got chill Animal Crossing lo-fi today. Last time we listened to Stardew, so I thought it would be fun to listen to some Animal Crossing. Angie, I watched the last one at work. It helped me get through the day. Ugh, heck yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes I wake up and I have to log on for an 8-hour workday, and I'm like, the only way I will get through this is if I watch List the Last stream Animal Crossing. That's been my go-to watch recently. I'm cleaning the bathroom. Hell yeah, Mango. Sometimes you just gotta clean the bathroom. Actually, that's like the most important place. That and the kitchen, I feel like, are the most important places to clean. A lot of work to clean those places, and kind of like not fun. So hopefully watching this makes it more fun. Lupita, chill and rest day because I'm feeling sick. No, definitely chill and rest is the vibes then if you're feeling sick. Adriana, making coffee. Ooh, I've recently been, I go like back and forth with my coffee. When I first moved into this building, they have it's kind of fancy, and we have a coffee maker on the first floor. And I was like a kid in the candy shop, and I was drinking so much coffee. I would get usually either a normal coffee with 2 shots of espresso, or I would get 4 shots of espresso and take it upstairs and make myself like a little latte. And then I was like, I think I'm having too much caffeine. I don't think this is good for me. I don't even think I'm a person that needs caffeine. I'm like naturally anxious, so I'm gonna slip on this slow. But cheers. Hope you enjoy your coffee. Olivia, laying in bed with your cat, ready for coffee. Guys, recently I have been like really dying for a cat. I feel like everyone I know is getting cats. And I want one so bad. I want two. I want two little kitty cats. Really, really bad. That's my dream. Boyfriend, if you're watching this, that's my dream. The backstory. I feel like I've talked about this a lot, but Mig, my boyfriend, is severely allergic to cats. So I feel like it is responsible before getting cats to like ensure that it would not cause him a lot of, I don't know, breathing problems, issues sleeping, like all of those things affect him. So I can't get a cat at this stage of my life. And honestly, I probably could benefit from waiting to get a pet. I think I'm still in like the selfish part of my life, but I feel like if you were to get any animal when you're in that stage of life, it's definitely a cat, right? Like cats are the way to go. They're so much more low maintenance than dogs. I live also in like a very not grassy area in Chicago. Like it's all just sidewalks, and like in front of every building there's just like little like spots of like pebbles, like rocks, and that's where all the dogs on my block have to go to the bathroom. And it's like, that stinks. That would be a lot of work to have to like take your dog out, and then like they don't even get to like poop on grass, you know? Anyways, Snay, oh my gosh, hi Snay. I'm good. How are you doing? The shrimp emojis are back. Lila, you're making tacos? Ooh, that sounds yummy. Do you have like a lot of toppings? I feel like tacos can be like a lot of prep work, but so delicious. Beatrice, drawing a little bit before taking my train. Heck yeah. Cats are amazing. I love cats so much. I'm like, I wouldn't say I'm like only a cat person. Like I do love dogs, but in terms of like maintenance and stuff, like, I don't know, I feel like cats just align with my lifestyle personally. And I also like how with cats, like dogs usually love and aim to please like all people, like they just are wired that way, and cats kind of aren't. So when you earn the affection of a cat, it feels like extra special, you know? Gabby, you have 2 ragdoll kittens. Also, hi, name twin. Hey. They're so sweet and gentle. They're very clingy. They follow you everywhere. Even when you go to take a shower. Yeah, that is one thing. I grew up with cats. Like I had 2 cats growing up. And I remember them always, they don't get like boundaries. They don't understand like, hey, I want to be in the bathroom with the door closed. Like they don't get that. They don't care. They're so funny though. Oh my gosh, guys, before I went live, I put some more prints up on my wall. So now my background is a little cuter than last time, because I think I had like 1 lopsided print on the wall and that was it. So I finally moved some of my art in. It's kind of crazy. We moved in here in end of May, so like June basically, and I still haven't decorated like anything. Like this is the most decorated space. I still have like stacks of stuff in the bedroom that are like unpacked. There was like one time where Mig hung some stuff up in the living room, and actually funny, one of the things that he hung up, because he did it when I was gone, he hung up like a incomplete painting. I don't know if anyone in here saw this video. It's like pretty old at this point, but I have a video where I did like an acrylic painting, which is not my normal medium of choice, but I love acrylic painting. And I started it for that video and I didn't finish it right away. And that was a big mistake, because now years have gone by and this painting is still not done, but it's actually hanging up very proudly in our living room, just like incomplete, because Mig decided that he liked it, I guess. But yeah, I am looking forward to this winter actually decorating in here, because I feel like now I've gotten to a point where like my systems work. Like my closet is functional, my bathroom it could use some organization, but it's functional. Office, again, could use some organization, but it's functional. But like, I just really haven't had the energy, the motivation to like really decorate in here. So I'm looking forward to that day. And I think it will happen in the winter time. That's what I'm hoping. But also like, I don't know. I just haven't been prioritizing it, which is totally fine. I feel like we're gonna live here for hopefully like a few years, so decorating slow is probably the way to go. Adriana, yeah, the pigeon painting. AW, apartment tour. That's a really good question. I was actually thinking about that earlier today. I think that what I want to do, and like don't quote me on this because it's just an idea, but I think I want to do like individual decorating videos for like little spaces. Either that idea, or there's this one YouTuber that I really like, Paige Wassel. She does interior design content, and I don't know if she still makes these, but she used to make these like apartment updates videos, and they were really casual. And instead of like making over an entire portion of her house or anything, it would just kind of be like, hey, here's like 5 random updates I've made to my house or that I'm making to my house. And you kind of get to like see her space like evolve slower over time, which is, I feel like, the way I want to decorate. Excuse me. But yeah, there's no decorating that's happened already, so I don't feel ready for an apartment tour. I mean, I could like show what I have, but it's nothing too special. Like, it's really just like all of my old furniture from the old place in this new place, which does look kind of interesting. It looks so different. My old place was like vintage, like squeaky floorboards, radiator heating, and now we're in like a very modern place. We actually recently found out that our walls are metal framed, which majorly sucks because there's not, you can't really drill into them. I mean, technically, like all leases say in Chicago, you're not supposed to drill into the wall, but like most people do, and then just patch up the drywall later. But yeah, we have metal stud walls, so like can't really drill into them without like permanently damaging the walls, I think. I don't really know how that works, but yeah, that's kind of a bummer. I've never lived in a place with metal studs before. But yeah, we tried to mount our TV and epically failed because there was just metal. Hey, AR Fonzao. Oh my gosh, I love your name. I love your paperclip emoji too. Howdy. Howdy, partner. Yeah, AW, I feel like doing chill apartment updates might be a less stressful way to film. I'm trying to like, when I do come back to making videos after this little break, I'm trying to make it like more chill, less stressful, especially now that I'm at my job, like I've got other income, like I don't need to like, I don't know. I don't want to worry so much about like that pleasing the algorithm, or I feel like before my first round of YouTube, I was very like, ooh, I'm gonna be a cozy art vlogger. That is what I'm doing. But I want to just like let myself kind of just like make whatever I want to make. I think that's, you know, like a better approach. And something that I need to work on is just like being okay with like, maybe that's like not as popular as like if I was making vlog content, like day in my life as a small business owner, or like how I make X number of dollars as a small business owner, you know, those kind of videos. Even though I love those, I don't think there's anything wrong with making those, but like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I've been talking for so long. I wanna, hi Brenda, hi from Brazil. Hey, dude, I feel like I have a lot of viewers from Brazil that always are like, hey, from Brazil. And I'm always like, hey, I wanna go there someday. I wanted to quickly show you guys, I thought that would be fun to do a little segment where I show you guys some craft fair pickups, because I've gone to a couple of craft fairs this summer. All of these are from Renegade. which is a big craft fair. It started here in Chicago, and now they have them in different cities in the US. And I went to the most recent one in Chicago. I have some things to show you. Okay. These are actually pickups from a couple of Renegades, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Hi from Canada. Oh, ayo. We're international here. AW. Honestly, I think people just want to follow along what you're doing rather than only watching big ideas. Yeah. I think that's really true. Like when I watch videos, like I'm usually there for like the vibes, and for like hanging out purposes. I don't need like every YouTube video I watch to like blow my mind or like motivate me to like be a boss babe, you know? Philippines! A home video. Fun fact, I am literally on my way to the Philippines. That's where I'm going for my trip. I'm so excited. First time going there. Snappy, how do your bangs... Wait, I'm bad at reading. How do you dry your bangs to lay like that? They look nice. Thank you. I actually have these like little rollers. They look like... They're like little cylinders that have little Velcros on it, so they grasp your hair. And I literally just like put it like this, and then it grabs my hair like this, and then I just like let it sit. And then I don't know, I've kind of been like rocking the curtain bangs because my bangs are longer recently. I kind of really hate my hair. That's mean. I shouldn't say that. I'm not super jazzed about the state of my hair right now. I've been trying to wear it natural more, but I don't know, it just kind of like dries really random. But I do feel like my bangs look all right today, so thank you. Sometimes I will also do like a big round brush with a blow dryer. I feel like that works the best to like keep them round. I don't know where you can get those roller things that I use. I got mine from Korea when I went, but I'm sure they sell them other places, like drugstore type thing. Okay, guys, I have so many cute things in front of me. Where do I begin? Okay, I guess I'll start biggest thing to smallest thing. How about that? I'm really excited to put this up. This is gonna go up in my kitchen. This is from Hey Sooj, SOOJ. Love this. Like epic grilled cheese. I don't know if it's Rizo, but it has the textures. Sorry about the wrap. It's kind of reflecting, but look at those textures. Wow. Oh, my camera's doing weird things. So that is the first thing I got. I think I want to frame it. I think like a red frame would look really cool, and it would really emphasize the food vibes of this. I think it's really funny to put like themed, like I have a bunch of like food themed prints up in my kitchen just to really establish what that space is about. Food. So that's probably the biggest thing I got. Let's see. Okay. Next, I got some things from my friend Tannen. We've been like internet mutuals for a while. Tannen, I don't know how to pronounce his last name. I think it's Arceo, Arceo, Arceo. He's a super talented illustrator. He's like popping off recently. Like he's like so freaking cool. But I got these from him. I love the orange and green color palette. Also like, that's so funny. That's not the one it's really confusing for me to look at the camera because it's like flipped. Anyways, I loved this print. I had to get it because there were just simply too many references where I was like, oh my gosh, that's so me. I'm trying to like get my light to not ruin it, but there's like Studio Ghibli references. There's like a Nintendo Switch with Breath of the Wild on it. It's like super messy, which is very me. So I want to put this somewhere near my desk because I think it's appropriate, apropos. And then this actually, he's been doing this cool thing with his friend Katie where you get these 2 prints if you shop at both of their stores at Renegade. I don't know if they'll like do it again, probably. So these are the 2 prints and it's like day and night. How cool. Sorry, I'm like really not nailing showing this stuff. But yeah, this is Tannen's night one. I think it would be fun to put this one by Mig's desk setup, because we both have desks in here, but his is like all black, very like he's got like a gaming chair, very different vibes than what we've got going on over here. So I think it could be fun to have the 2 different prints up. That leads me into Katie Scarlett, who I've been following for a long time. I actually found her work first at, I was going to say American Apparel, Urban Outfitters. She had some prints at Urban, which is like so cool. And I was like, who is this artist? Hey, focus. What the heck? What are you focusing on? Hello? Okay, it was like just working. Do I have to like be like a beauty YouTuber? Wait, it worked. Okay. This is the print from Katie. I think it's so pretty. I love the colors. They're looking a little bright on camera, but they're really pretty in real life. And then I also got some stickers from her. I really love these kinds of stickers where it's like almost a full illustration. Hey, there we go. Like, that's so cool. I think it would be cool to make stickers like that. I'd never really think of doing that. And I also got this from her. Very cute. I need to figure out where I'm putting all these stickers. I currently have a large sticker backlog, and I need to actually use them, you know? Okay, and then the last place I got stuff from, I'm so excited about this discovery. The shop is called Renographics, and wait, I actually think I have some things that are not from Renographics. Shoot, I gotta figure out who these are from. Okay, quick pause. Maybe I'll put it in the comments. I need to look at who these are from because these are iconic. Are you kidding me? The banana split, like, you know? And then I also got this crow because I think they were doing like wow, I think they were doing like a buy 3 for $10 or something. Let me see quick if I can find it, because I was just looking at my my credit card statement to try to figure out who these artists are. Hey. When Face ID doesn't Face ID. Okay. Let me look. Also, how is the audio? Is it still delayed? Because if so, that's like a huge bummer. It might be Matagora Club. I think that is the name of this shop with these silly stickers. And then I got some stuff from Renographics. Okay, let me show you. Aren't they so pretty? Yeah, these things are cute. These things are really cute. Okay, so the thing that was really cool to me about this booth, they had so many like non-print, non-sticker things to choose from, which I think is like so fun when people do that, especially for like a craft fair. When people are walking around, they've already seen a lot of prints and stickers, which like is so many people like go there to get those things, but it is fun to break it up and get other stuff. Antique store freak. Gee whiz. I just love all this old shit. That's funny. It's like the little ribbons that you would get in like elementary school for whatever. That I was very excited to see. And then they also had these little pins, which I think is really fun. So I got this one. It is oh, this is gonna be hard. Okay, there we go. It says I heart bad art. It's a little frog, a little sad frog. And then this one says garlic. Hey. I think this one is really funny because it's just like, hello. It's very coquette, but it's very garlic, you know? And then this last one really spoke to me. It says Midwest bitch. They had so many fun buttons to choose from, and I talked to the artist a bit, and they were like, yeah, I just like make these at home. I have a little button maker. So like a lot of them are kind of like imperfect, and they had a lot of different color choices for all of these. So I think that was really fun. I put these on my little crossbody bag when I walk around. And then I got this sticker for free, I believe. So cute. All their stickers, not all, but like a lot of their stickers were very like American traditional tattoo vibes. Hi, Rachel. Okay, audio's a tiny bit delayed. Interesting. I will have to just look that up later and see what's going on. I have no idea why that's happening. But thanks for still hanging out despite the less than perfect quality. That's like not really what I do here, like is make perfect quality media. That's not my strong suit. So thanks for bearing with me. Okay, that was my little haul. Actually, wait, there's one more thing. My little earrings that I'm wearing. They're really fun. Maybe I can... Okay, let me try to not knock the camera or the mic. Whoa. Whoa. This is HD. Do you see the cuteness? Huh? Which way do I need to move my head? This way. Okay. This one has a little face on it. And they're kind of different. They're same, but different. I just had their Instagram pulled up. It's Tiger Moth. Tiger Moth is the name of the artist. And they're so cute. I actually I'm really happy with the colors that I picked. Usually I'm not really big into like bright yellow, but I've been kind of getting into like primary colors again. Like I'm remembering how much I love like a full blue, you know, a full red. So yeah, they're really cute. Tiger Moth. Okay, that was so fun. Thanks for letting me talk about cute things. Do not need more zoom. Okay. I think my camera's a little weird. Ooh. Okay, maybe like that. Embrace the imperfection. Hell yeah, Rachel. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to be more comfortable with it in general in life. I am a recovering perfectionist, as a lot of us are. So it's easier said than done sometimes. Okay, wait. I saw this question earlier. Where is it? Camila, are you still planning on getting full-time artists sometime in the future when it would be just like a slower transition? Or do you think the half and half 9 to 5 is working for you? That's a really good question. I don't really know, honestly. I've just now been back to my job, my job, for about a year. So it's pretty fresh. And I don't know. I'm like still, I was kind of just like, let me just take a break from all the like art, trying to be a full-time artist stuff after the first attempt. And I haven't really like thought about that being a goal for me again. I definitely like learned a lot about myself the first go around. And I think that it would just like depend on a lot of things if I wanted to do it again full time. I think perhaps I would want to go like a route that's a little less like brand deal dependent, because I think that stressed me out a lot. Even though like it's so cool to get brand deals and it makes making videos like a lot more sustainable and like possible for so many people. They are like, I don't know, it's like a deliverable for like another entity, you know? It turns it more into a job. So I don't know. That's not really a good response, but I have been kind of reflecting, and I feel like I'm not like back. I haven't been back at my job long enough with this kind of like new perspective and like with all the new things that I've learned about myself from the career transitions I've been making over the past few years. I feel like I just like don't have enough info yet on like how happy I am with it. So I'm just taking it day by day, week by week, you know? I think too, I've just kind of been reflecting. I feel like there's so much like quit your job and like be a full-time artist stuff. I know I've talked about this before, so sorry if I'm being annoying. And I think I got very influenced by that. And I was like, that should be my goal because that is the cooler thing to do with my life. But I don't think that's necessarily true. And I think that the more important thing is that like as an individual, I am comfortable, I'm fulfilled, you know, like all of those things. And I think that right now, at least, I'm just really grateful to have a job where I still have enough flexibility to like keep creating things on the side. And I really want to like focus on just creating the things I want to create and like see what happens, you know? Yeah, often we need time to figure things out. So true, Camila. AW, what is the main difference in how you're feeling after going back to work after having your full-time artist time? Do you enjoy regular work more? I do think I do. I think I appreciate my regular job more. Just like the stability. And honestly, it felt really good to go back and be like, oh, I am kind of good at this. Like I've worked at the same place since I was like an intern in college. So I know what's up. People know me there. People are so kind and nice to me there, which I'm really grateful for. Because I know like having a job that you like, or at least don't hate in the year 2025 is not something that everybody has and is not even like attainable unless you just like get lucky. So I feel lucky. Yeah. Having a stable income can be tough if you're self-employed, for sure, Rachel. I did not do very well with the not instability, but like the unpredictability of it all. Okay, I'm gonna turn on my iPad. Let's get into the drawing. We can keep talking, obviously, but like if I don't start now, I'll just talk the whole time. Yeah, just mighty things. So why not do both? Por qué no los dos? If they're both fulfilling, I feel like I'll just keep doing both. Exactly. Yeah, and having freedom to make the art you want to make versus having to sell is underrated. AW. Facts. Straight facts. It is a very different experience to like just make stuff for fun versus to be like, oh my God, this is my livelihood, you know? Yeah, I can't do unstable finances. Just mighty things. I think same. I think I think I talked about this a lot, but I, for the first time in my life, like struggled with like panic attacks while I was self-employed. So that's why I only lasted 6 months. Oh my gosh, Neela Leela, that's a great segue. Did I finish the drawing from last stream? I did, and I don't really know how I feel about it, but let's look at it. So this is what we worked on last stream. And like it. I think I like it. It turned out like a little different than what I had pictured in my brain, you know, which sometimes happens with drawings. It took me quite a long time. I think I forgot how long portraits take, and in a weird way, like, yeah, like they don't have human faces, but these are portraits. Like these are waist up portraits. So there was just like a lot of detail to capture. And I also didn't really have like a exact reference for any of it. I combined like 4 different references, which I like that I did that. But yeah, it took me a while. I'm really happy with how the hair turned out. I think that's like what I like the most. Their wavy, shaggy, permed out hair is looking good. Thanks. Yeah, I'm really happy with how it turned out. But I got to a point where I was like, ooh, like this turned out a little different than what I had in mind. Like maybe I should keep tweaking it until it feels right. I like to get to that point with a drawing where I'm just like, oh yeah, this feels right. We can move on. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really get to that peaceful place with this one, but I think it's okay. And I think I'm my own, you know, harshest critic, biggest judge. So I was like, I just need to move on because I am a little behind on this project already. I calculated out when I started, and I was like, I need to finish 1 illustration a week until I finish. And I've been a little bit slower than that. Blast, hey. Yeah, I'm live. Thanks for being here. I'm glad you got to catch it. Oh my gosh, I should check. The last time I went live, my stream was okay. My stream is public. That's good. The last time I went live, my stream was unlisted, and like some people got notifications, but I don't think you really want to have your stream unlisted. So glad it's public. Glad you got the notification or whatever, or it popped up on your YouTube. This is the one. This is the one. This is the illustration I just most recently finished. It's Beyonce. I think this one turned out really funny. And notably, that's not a duck. I kind of was just like, I don't know, for some reason I'm feeling like Beyonce should be a swan. And also like with the proportions of it, a duck on a horse's back would have just been like really teeny tiny. I could have made the duck bigger, obviously. I'm not really doing realism here, but compared to like the reference photo, I was just like, oh, I feel like a swan would actually be perfect to like have the proportions. And like, come on, she looks fab. I also had to pull, let me try to find it. I had to pull like, oh, don't mind all these embarrassing pictures of me. Oh, I don't even have it. I had to pull like a lot of references to figure out what the heck Beyonce is wearing in this. Like, I could not understand the structure of it at all. She's wearing like this, like, I don't know. It's like probably like a rigid structure. It's like this metal rigid structure, and it's like formed to her boobs and somehow connects to her pants. And then she's got these little like, I don't know if you can tell, she's got these little like rings around her booty cheeks. So I did my best to emulate that on a animal. I think she's pretty fabulous. I'm also like so relieved. Oh, actually, I'm missing some layers. Hold on. I have some layers that I hid just to give it a little bit more lighting. Yeah, I think I like how that looks better. I'm really impressed with how the horse turned out, because like, what's going on in here, you know? Like, the reflection is really wild on this horse. And I pulled up pictures from this photo shoot, and it's just like a horse with like square, like almost like disco ball shaped reflective pieces on it, which is like so cool. Like, I love the aesthetics of this, but I was like, how the heck am I gonna draw that? But I just like was like, okay, we're gonna tap into our art part of our brain. We're just going to look at what we see and try to draw that. So that was my approach. Look at it and draw it. And I think it turned out pretty good. Yeah, the hair looks fabulous. Thanks, Angie. I agree. I think her long hair just like makes it. She's serving. Yes. Max, shout out to Jen watching at home. Wait, are you Jen? Is there someone else named Jen watching at home? Shout out. Shout out, Jen. Love her high heels. Oh my God, yeah. This has been a really interesting thing because I feel like when you're drawing animals in like human settings, I guess, like you could really get very humanoid with it, you know? Like I could like draw some cursed duck that has hands and like toes and stuff, but I was like, that would be gross. So like I was trying to think of what a high heel would look like on an actual swan. And I feel like that's like, you know, you get the idea. But yeah, part of me is like, should I be concerned about like Beyonce's lawyers coming for me? But then I'm like, no, she can't find me. I'm too anonymous on this internet. AW, I guess I am venturing out into swans now. This like opens up like a whole new realm of possibilities for me. I've been like so duck core. But I do love like a lot of other birds. I think for now I would probably keep it to like waterfowl, you know, like birds with flippers. But like, who's to say? I could decide to like do pigeons or something if it works, if it speaks and it feels like it fits. So yeah, that's what I've completed so far. If you weren't on the last stream or haven't seen yet, this was the first one that I finished. All of these are gonna be for the 2026 calendar. So we're doing like a little series. We're doing music, iconic music moments, but ducks. So this is the first one. We got Abbey Road, and then this is the second one. Brittany, Slave for You. This one's funny. Some of them toe the line. Like I feel like this one is kind of like beautiful. Like she's kind of stunning. But then some of them are just like really silly, which is fun. I also am happy like now we've got like a modern reference, you know, and I want to do a decent amount of modern references. I was thinking about it yesterday. We're doing Prince Purple Rain. If you didn't see on my stories, that is the current vibe. Let me show you my sketch, because I think I kind of like, I don't know, I've been experimenting with this different sketch process where like usually I sketch out the lines, the line art, because I'm like, that's what I'm gonna do first is the line art, so let me sketch that. But this time I kind of just sketched out like the values. I don't know if this is like a thing that they would teach you in art school, because I did not go. The last time I took an art class was in high school, so I don't really know what the vibes are, but this worked really well for me the last time I did it. And so we're doing it again. I'm kind of a poser because I'm not that huge of a Prince fan, but I do think he's iconic and talented and absolutely should be in this calendar. Like I think it would just feel so right to have some Purple Rain. Oh my gosh, a Bowie duck, Angie. That's smart. You know what? I swear we will draw a little bit today. But I think it could be fun. Let me show you my current plans, and let's write down the Bowie plan too. So this is my Mila note board. It's well, let me move my face, I guess. Sure. So this is what I've got. It's kind of a mess. Usually I make my boards cuter, but I did try to organize it a little bit yesterday. So this is what we got. This is our complete section. Okay, gotta move the chat too. Sorry. This is what we've completed so far. We've got 4 done. Now, it is nearly the end of September, and I'm trying to get this whole thing done early November, which means I've got like a month and a half to crank out 8 illustrations. That's scary to say out loud. But I do have a plan. I am going to be off of work for 3 weeks, and I'm going to focus on this. I'm going on a trip, but I think during that trip, I just need to like lock in and commit to like drawing in the morning when I wake up before I go to bed. That's my plan to get it all done. It will be a stretch, but I just got to do it. I believe I can do it. So this is everything I've completed. And then these are my plans. Okay. All I got is a little sticky note. Let me zoom in on it. It was Bowie. That would be such a good idea. Okay. Let me move this again. It's in the wrong spot. Okay. So this is what I've got so far. We're going to work on Purple Rain prints today. I know I want to do Lady Gaga. I think I should do a modern reference of Lady Gaga because she's still coming out with so many cool things. Next, Mariah Carey Christmas. This is happening. This is like a for sure. I think this could be a fun one to also do a different kind of animal on, or not animal, a different kind of bird on. But then I look at it, I'm like, oh, it would be a swan. And I feel like Beyonce should be the only swan in it. But maybe I could do some sort of like, you know, the cute gooses, like the white cute gooses, not the Canadian gooses, not the angry Chicago geese. Why am I saying gooses? I think that could be fun for Mariah Carey. So we'll see what that ends up being. And then I have a bunch of other ideas. And I'm just not sure what we're going to do for sure. But I think Thriller, Michael Jackson is kind of a must for the October illustration. What do we think about Wicked? What do we think about that? Because I think that could be pretty funny. Like a green duck and a little blonde Galinda duck, I think could be fun. And also, part 2 of that movie is coming out in 2026 when this calendar will be relevant. So I'm thinking I might do that. Britney. Ugh. We already got Britney. Don't even worry about it. Yeah, Britney, we've got Slave for You. Boom. But then I'm thinking Madonna. Oh my God, Spice Girls AW. Cooked. Absolutely cooked with that. Spice Girls. Oh my gosh, I love that idea. I have Madonna because I'm like, ooh, iconic. But you know what? I feel like we're getting to the point where we can only fit so many icons in this calendar. And I could see myself wanting to do like a part 2 of this someday. So I'm not going to be too pressed if we don't have Madonna. Because when I say like icons, I mean kind of like older references. And we do have a lot of those older references on here. But also like they are iconic. They stand the test of time. So like that's kind of maybe like a good direction to go in. This was one of my first ideas. Super Bowl halftime Rihanna. If you don't know what I'm talking about, perhaps this image will stir your memory. I don't know what I was trying to say there. But I don't know if I'm going to end up doing that. Because I feel like part of what made this so iconic too is like she's pregnant. And I don't want to... You can't draw a pregnant duck. They just look like ducks. So we'll see. I also feel like that's a more niche reference. Yeah, Lupita. Sorry, wait. You're so right. It comes out 2025 November. Oh. So it would be like an old reference if I did Wicked. You're so right. Yeah, because part 1 came out last November, right? Okay. Selena. Ooh, that's a good idea too. Yeah, I just need to like keep coming up with ideas. Originally, I was like, I'm going to sketch out all of these because that's what I did for the art history ducks calendar. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at pointing. This one? That's what I did last year. But I think I just, with the pace I'm trying to go at, I don't have time for that. So we're just going to keep this list going. I think we got some good ideas on here. Chaperone. Wait, Rachel. Chaperone. Especially like the painted face. That could be a fun modern reference. I feel like I do need more modern references. I feel like we've got a lot of... Is that how you spell chapel? No. Double L. I'm so bad at spelling, guys. I feel like we've got a lot of pop girlies that have like strong aesthetic brands that could not come in handy, but that could be a very good reference. Like I'm thinking Sabrina Carpenter, Chapel. Dare I do K-pop Demon Hunters? I'm putting it down. Why did I put it like that? Oh my gosh, this is so embarrassing. Do you guys want to know an embarrassing fact about me with typing? I've been like doing typing.com lessons because at work I have to type all the time and I'm just really terrible at it. I hover over the keyboard and it's just like so ineffective. Oh my gosh, we have so many good ideas in here. The Marias. Nick, I love the Marias. That's a good idea. Miley Cyrus. Wrecking Ball. Oh my gosh. Wait. Hold on. I need to change my view because I can't read the chat. It's too small. Felix. Mig, my boyfriend Mig, has been trying to get me to do that. I actually... I can't show it because she is literally booty naked on it. But I do have some references that I was pulling for that. I think that could be really iconic. Because Miley is like... She toes the line between like an icon and a more modern reference, you know? Like it would be like a nice like 2010s reference. I am putting that down. Taylor Swift. That's another good... Yeah, I'm going to put that in like my little note here. I'm not a Swiftie per se, but I think I could do it justice. Because I do want this to be... I want there to be references for all, you know? Maybe not every single like month would be a reference of like an artist that you love, but hopefully at least the illustration will be cool. And hopefully there would be enough references that people understand. But ultimately I do need to just like not think about that too much, you know? Like I'm not gonna make a calendar that's as like much of a crowd pleaser probably as like historical art. Who knows? Maybe it will be, but Felix, did you see my Chelsea shirt? They're playing like right now, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I am a Chelsea fan. It's actually really random. If you don't know, Chelsea is a Premier League soccer team. Also, I'm gonna start drawing. Let's get it. How long have I been live? I can't tell. Oh, like an hour. Okay, let's start drawing. It's kind of random. I grew up playing soccer, so I do really love the sport. And my boyfriend, Mig, used to work with a guy from Ireland. I think he's from Ireland. And he would pull up like the Premier League games at work. And then Mig decided that he wanted to pick a team just to like have someone to root for in this league. And he likes the color blue, so he picked Chelsea. And then we started watching games together. And I was like, wait, I like actually low-key really like watching this sport. Because honestly, I've been surrounded by sports like a lot in my life. And I don't know, like I'll get into them if I'm there. Like I definitely get invested, but it's hard, I think, to really appreciate a sport that you don't play. Because like, I don't know, but like American football, for example, those rules are very confusing. It's hard for me to appreciate everything that goes into it because I'm just like, I simply don't know what goes into this. Also, like, I think American football is a bit barbaric. I think we gotta come up with something a little bit less like head trauma, less head trauma core, you know? But yeah, I like watched a few games with him and I was like, oh my gosh, wait, I forgot that I actually like really love this sport. So we watch the games when we can. They do play at like kind of weird times. I mean, today's game would have been perfect. If I wasn't streaming, I definitely would be watching it. But I don't mind like watching the replays later. Meg's at work anyways. So, well, actually, he's probably watching it at work. But, you know, you can't really lock in and like truly appreciate what's going on unless you like fully lock in and watch a game. So we'll probably do that later, which I'm excited for. Felix, are you a Premier League fan or just like a casual watcher? It's like really random for me on my channel to be talking about sports. I like really can't be bothered with most sports. I came to the conclusion after 3 years of dancing in the NBA, I don't really like, I just get bored during basketball games. And that's like kind of a weird one because I did play that sport a little bit growing up. So I know some of how it works. And I will enjoy the parts of the game that I do watch, but maybe it's just like my attention span is cooked. I don't know. I just like can't get into it really. Okay. This is what I have, by the way, for line art. I think honestly my line art is going to be pretty minimal with this piece. And then I think I'm just going to like go straight into colors. EK, yes, they do ads during live stream. I feel free to give me the feedback if I should turn those off. Because I have them on more for like the replay. But the problem with YouTube streaming over Twitch, like there's no way to like get ad-free viewing unless you have YouTube Premium. So I could totally like turn that off so you guys don't get interrupted on the next one. Bjork, Snay. I like how both of those words together just like sound like total gibberish. Snay, Bork, Bjork. That's a really good idea, Snay. I like that. I like that idea. Okay, AW, I don't know the reference. With a swan Bjork wearing a swan dress. Is she wearing a swan dress? Wait, let me look this up. Bjork. What is it called? Post album. Wait, I know this album cover. Is this a swan dress? Maybe I don't understand the reference. Or are you guys talking about something different? Is this not the swan dress? Just Mighty Things. I don't know if I prefer streaming on YouTube or Twitch. I've only streamed on Twitch one time and we just like played Animal Crossing. It was chill. It was cool. But I feel like for me at least, like I don't really have like anything built up on Twitch, so it makes sense for me to at least start streaming on YouTube. But I would totally be down in the future to like switch to Twitch if you guys are Twitchers. It's another dress. Okay, wait, let me just look up like Bjork swan dress. Wait, I remember this. Oh my god, she's so iconic. Wait, that would be really funny. That would be such an obscure pull to like put a, like what if I put a duck in a swan dress? That'd be crazy. That'd kind of low-key be like, would that be messed up for a bird to be wearing another bird, you know? This was iconic. What a funny reference. I think this is like part of why like I'm so excited about this theme and about like the potential to be able to like remake this theme in the future, you know, like make another one. Musicians are just so quirky and interesting. Like I just love learning about musicians. I love it. Like they're such fascinating people to me. Like I've recently fallen down the Audrey Nuna rabbit hole. I don't know if I should line that. Yeah, I should. I've recently fallen down the Audrey Nuna rabbit hole. which is great. A great rabbit hole. I highly recommend. If you don't know, she is a singer and rapper, and I think she like produces some of her own music. And she most recently was one of the singers for the K-pop Demon Hunters movie. And she's kind of having like a moment right now, but her music sounds nothing like what she sounds like in that. I actually have no idea like what I am drawing in the background. Maybe it doesn't make sense to line this. There's like kind of no point. I'll just like represent it some other way. I'm trying to like not do too much with the line art here, which will be interesting because I usually line every tiny little detail. This song bangs. What is this? Is this Nook's Cranny? Malurus. Malurus? I'm probably not saying that right. Hi. Thanks for coming. I'm glad you made it. Yeah. This is my second time streaming, and I don't know. We're sussing out the vibe, but so far the vibes are great. I appreciate all of you guys for hanging out with me. And like, yeah, the beauty of streaming is like we can kind of just like do it more casually, you know? Have a casual little hang. I feel like for me with YouTube videos, I was having a hard time being casual with it. So this gives me no option to like go back and edit or nitpick or be a perfectionist. Like, we're just live. We're hanging out. So appreciate all of you guys for like coming and making it happen, because if no one showed up, I might be discouraged from doing it again. So I appreciate you guys a lot. Dude, I always find myself in situations where I'm like drawing cars and motorcycles. The design on these things are so goofy. Like, I guess that makes sense. But like, I don't know. I just like need to like zoom it out, I think, a lot. So I'm not questioning too much. Because like they are just like weird shapes. Like these are weird shapes. I don't look at motorcycles a lot in my free time. Shocking. So I like don't really know what they're even supposed to look like until I pull up the reference. Okay. Yeah, I need to like get out of the habit of zooming in so much too. Wait, I want to know, what do you guys do for like for fun, for creativity? What do you guys like to make? What do you like to craft? Like, I'm so curious. Wait, that was a weird serendipitous moment. EK just literally asked the exact same thing. What projects are you guys working on? Wow. We see each other. That's crazy. Adorable. Wait, that's the best username ever. I'm glad you made it. What's up? Oh, AW, the ads are short and not a bother. The video is just muted for a sec. Oh my God. Okay. That's good to know. That's really good to know. Because I would hate that if the ads were like super disruptive. And like, I don't know. It's really not. I would not be offended if you guys were like, please turn them off, you know? I think that this hair looks pretty good. I think that nailing the hair and the outfit is like so big for these to kind of understand who the reference is. I have other pictures of his hair that I need to like remember to look at. Rita, hey, got here late. What is the theme of the 2026 calendar? Can you guess based off just this? Definitely, probably not. The theme is music. Iconic music moments. So far we've got the Beatles. This is our Prince Purple Rain vibe. I was thinking about doing more of like a scene from the movie, but I just feel like the album cover is so... It's a movie, right? I'm not tripping. Anyways, I feel like the album cover is just like such a good image. Like I'm so excited to like try to do the smoke and the lighting, like the storytelling of this image. Like, who is this lady, you know? It's so cool. So that's why I decided to go with this. Alejandra, where can you get it? It will be on my shop website, which has been closed for the entirety of this year. But when I get back from my trip, reopening the shop is like huge on my list. Like I need to give myself like a ridiculous deadline. Like I need to be like, okay, the week I get home, it gets opened. Because really what I need to do is I need to get a new UPS box. I've already like reordered stuff. I've restocked on like packing materials and stuff. So like I can open the shop. I just haven't. Will anyone notice that the angle of this staircase is weird? I don't think so. It's going to be so dark. It's going to be really, really dark. A lot of this illustration is going to just be like super dark. So I'm like trying not to get too caught up in like if all the angles and stuff is correct. But now that I just pointed that out, I can't stop seeing it. Whatever. Okay, I think for like the main body of the motorcycle, I'm just going to go in with details later. So I really don't think I need lines for that. A lot of this is like no lines. It's kind of crazy. I think I might do this little window over here. Or I don't even know what this is. Is that another window? It probably is, so it should probably line up with this window. Well, shoot. What is going on? I have all the wrong brushes. There we go. Trying to make it make sense. So that this also looks like a window. So there should probably only be like, I don't know. Sure, that looks like it's in line, kinda. Be a little taller. Sure. Chell Spice. Will your shop be open for Christmas? That is my goal. So you know what my goal is? This is good. This is good. Let's talk about it. Especially because I need the external accountability. So like by me saying it, it'll hopefully help it happen. My goal, end of October, early November, I want to reopen my shop. I want to do like a little clearance sale to get some things that have been in my possession for like 2 years, get them out of the house, make room for some new stuff maybe next year. And then I want to do a shop update. Probably will be around the same time that the calendar, at least like pre-orders, will go live. I want to do a little mini update where I put all of last year's calendar illustrations up as individual prints, because that is something I said I would do like a year ago. And I still think it's a good idea. I think, you know, I put so much work into those illustrations, like it's kind of silly for them to just only be available in a calendar format. So I want to get those up maybe like for the holiday time. I think that could happen around the same time that this calendar gets completed. I think the tricky thing will just be me navigating like, okay, I have a bunch of like actual work to do at my actual job. And then you know, I'm getting excited about streaming here. I'm getting excited about potentially like making new YouTube videos. So just like balancing all of that will be interesting. Also, I missed this. Hi, Jasquito YT. Hello. Love the duck theme. Thank you. Oh my God. Thanks, EK. I will try not to stress, but I'm a stressor. I was, I don't remember where I was. Honestly, I think it could have been like a work meeting, like somewhere like not appropriate. And I was like, do you guys ever just like wake up like, and like the first thing you think of every single day is like things that stress you out? Like everything that you're worried about, like just kind of hits you as soon as you wake up every day. and they were kind of like, oh, no, I'm a stressor. I'm an anxious stressor, and I'm trying to work on it. Love the Animal Crossing background music. Me too. It's so chill. Prince is super iconic. I like, whenever I do these illustrations, I like to learn a lot about the artist, and I feel like because I've been going, or about the subject, I should say. I feel like because I've been going so fast, I really haven't done like any sort of deep dive. Is he wearing little like studs on this shoulder? It kind of looks like it might be studded. I'm gonna put like little something. I don't know how to draw that. That gives the vibes. LOL, giving Barbie. Do you guys ever think about dying? Yeah. It was like, oh, I don't remember where I was or like where I said it, but I was like, oh, that was not the vibe. Felix, yes, the glove I wear so that my hand can glide on my iPad screen without me like touching it or, you know, like accidentally making little marks. I struggle with not like arthritis per se, but if I draw a lot, I will get like a fatigued wrist. So this helps me with that. Just because I'm able to rest my hand on the surface that I'm drawing on. Oh, you know what? How am I gonna? I don't think I'm gonna worry about gloves. Like I know he's wearing gloves, but in the Tofu Goob cinematic universe, ducks don't have hands. So, yeah, I'm feeling good about that. I really think we could do like a very minimal line art situation here. Like this might be it. As incomplete as this looks, usually my line art layer is like so intense. I can always go back and like add more later. Like, I don't know, I could add more details around here maybe. Let me do that quick. I actually like that idea. Make it look more believable. Ooh. Animal Crossing music is so good. Guys, I am so sad. I really got my hopes up and thought that the latest Nintendo Direct, they were gonna like tell us Animal Crossing news. Like, I'm so bummed because I feel like that means... I think this is the last Nintendo Direct. They just had one a couple weeks ago. If you don't know, like the Nintendo Directs are just... they're ads for what's coming out on their systems in the near future, and they'll like usually tease what they're working on. And I feel like if a new Animal Crossing was coming out in 2026, I feel like they would have said something on this latest Direct, because they've been announcing all of the games that are like coming 2026. So maybe it'll come late 2026. But I'm sad. I've been replaying Animal Crossing New Horizons recently. Having a blast replaying. I reset my island when I moved. I talked about this last stream, I think. But I'm like, a new one would be so fun. And I really feel like Animal Crossing New Horizons was my first Animal Crossing game. I never played the series when I was younger. I don't know why. I was a huge simmer when I was growing up. Still am, but like not as much as I used to be. So I didn't play any Animal Crossing until New Horizons, and I have heard, well, I've heard through watching YouTube videos that a lot of the older Animal Crossing all of the older Animal Crossing games had like a lot more to do besides decorating, and I feel like that would be really fun to experience. Okay, I know I said I wasn't gonna fix this earlier, but I am gonna fix it. This is my toxic trait. I said I would leave this thing be, and I can't. Honestly, I feel like illustrating is a good it's a good release for perfectionism, because sometimes I am like, you know what, it does come in handy to be a little perfectionist-y with your drawings. Not too much. Gotta keep it in check, but a little bit can help. Because, yeah, that looked wrong. Do you think you will film and live stream from the Philippines? No, AW. I don't think I'm going to. I am bringing my iPad, but I am only bringing like my phone. And yeah, we're going to be like with my boyfriend's family. So it will be a lot of family time. Honestly, like if I could get through like 3 illustrations while I'm there, then I'll be doing fantastic. But I even have doubts on if I will do that. Just because I feel like the schedule is going to be like pretty jam-packed with stuff. And even when it's not jam-packed with stuff, like we're staying with family. So not the best vibe for filming. Does that look any different from how it looked before? In my mind it does, but let me see. Yeah, it does. It does. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that looks better. EK wanted to buy Animal Crossing, but the price. So now you started with Stardew Valley. Dude, Stardew Valley is the best value of any game of all time. You can get that for $5 on the App Store. I've tried playing mobile. I struggle with that. But I think if you got like a third-party controller, it would be so fun to play on the iPhone. $5. And then yeah, on Steam, it's $14, you're saying? That is so much value. That is hours and hours and hours of gameplay. The replayability on Stardew Valley is truly unmatched. And to think it's all made by like one guy is just so cool. It's so cool. How many hours do I have in Animal Crossing? I think I have like, I just checked. It was like over 875, which is a lot. That was my life during the pandemic. I would literally like get off of work, Animal Cross. I would either Animal Cross or I would draw. Dude, yeah. Let's talk Stardew Valley. Who's everyone's favorite NPC? Why is my undo button not working? Why did all of that undo? I think my iPad is struggling. Okay. My favorite character, who is that? Well, my most recent playthrough, I've been romancing Leah. Also, I'm gonna start on the colors. Ooh, that's scary. I don't think that's helpful. I think I need to still see the sketch. Let's see, how will we do this? Okay, we'll just do really basic flat colors. I mentioned my friend Tannen earlier. Tannen Arceo. I need to ask him how I pronounce his name because this is ridiculous. I've been watching some of his drawing process videos. He posts them on Instagram. And I find it very inspiring how clean of a sketch he does. So this is a much cleaner sketch than what I feel like I've been doing. I'm a little worried that's a little some part of it, not sketch, sorry, line art. Oh, was just drawing on the wrong layer. Love that. I'm a little worried that this is a little too, not clean. What am I trying to say? Something just doesn't look like textured enough or something. So let me fix that quick before I start with the flat colors. EK can't even remember the NPC names, just started yesterday. Robin is cool. Yeah, Robin is, I know a lot of people want to like romance Robin. Dude, EK, I'm so jealous of you actually. Like I would give anything to relive my first playthrough. I hope you like soak that shit up because that game is really, really fun. You're probably at the stage where you're like cleaning up your farm, right? Do you know what farm you went with? Did you do the standard layout? I just like made up what that looked like, but I think that looks a little better. I barely changed anything. The whole illustration is so lighting heavy. I feel like I really shouldn't be worrying so much about the other colors. or the lines. Like, you're gonna lose a lot of it once the lighting happens. I also, do I want to start with the darkest values or work light to dark? I feel like I work light to dark. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, this is like, I really was thinking like, ooh, I should probably get a little further with this illustration so I'm not in like the thinky phase of the drawing while I'm live, but we find ourselves in this situation. I am in the thinky phase, so I'm sorry if I'm really slow. We might not get like super far with this, but that's totally okay. I don't know why I'm apologizing, but like, just a heads up, there's not gonna be like an amazing before and after probably during this stream. But we'll get some progress done. So usually this is how I fill my layers. I just like color drop, but I think a lot of the background is gonna be like a wash of colors. Maybe I start with that actually. Hold on. This is wild. Is this like truly like a black? Like, what's going on? I like to like analyze the colors using my little color wheel. Okay, they're like bluish black. Bluish. Hold on, I should move this. The way I'm doing that don't make no sense. Bluish. I like the blue, yellow. The color palette of this image is just, I don't know why I did that like that. Chef's kiss. Wait, I need to catch up. Fave NPC is Willy and Krobus. Snay, cooked with that. Willy is so freaking cool. I love Willy. Willy is fisherman, right? And Krobus. Have you ever, not married Krobus, but have you ever had Krobus be your roommate? I think I want to do not a live stream. I want to do a playthrough where I get Krobus to live with me. I think that would be really cool. Have you tried Fields of Mystria? It's like Stardew Valley, but with magic, Sailor Moon aesthetic. I adore it. Malurus, I really want to play that, but isn't it in early access still? I think I was thinking of waiting until the game is fully out. I feel like that would be a good vibe. Because I've seen it and I want to play it so bad. I just know that I will be obsessed with that game. The NPCs look so cute. I love the art style. Because honestly, like this is stupid, but one gripe I have with Stardew Valley is I'm like I do adore the art style and I think it's perfect in every way, but sometimes I'm like, I want more baddies to date. Like, I feel like I've gone through all of all of the people that I'm like really excited to date in that game. Okay, that didn't work. Hold on. Why didn't that work? Oh, I think I see. It's always a fun game to play with myself. Where did I leave a gap in my line art? Okay. Come on, girl. Get it together. What was I literally just talking about? I don't know. I hope you guys enjoy listening to me confuse myself and talk to myself. This is what I do all day, and this is why I feel crazy sometimes, because this is what my brain is doing all the time. Work. Okay. Yup. I think this is what we have to do. Oops. I think this is what we have to do. I think I have to do this. It does not look right yet, but we'll make it look right. Okay, yes. I'm starting to see what I have to do here. Sorry, the plan of attack is confusing for me on this one. I feel like lately I've been, I don't know, not tied to the same like process with my drawings as I used to be. Like I used to like really know my exact plan of attack. And And now I've just kind of been like, ooh, like what if I do it different ways? Maybe it would be better. Maybe it would be worse. But I've been trying to experiment a little bit. I'm glad you guys don't mind me working slow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so I'm starting to understand what this layer is. I think this layer is like the side of the building, the ground, the building and the ground layer. I don't know what I meant for this line to be. Oh, I guess it's like the ground. I need to look at my other reference for this because I get confused like what I'm looking at sometimes in the reference image. I think that is the line of the ground, but you know what? I don't know if I need a line for that. I think I'm overthinking right now. F it, I'm just gonna like get rid of it for now because I don't think I need it. That was really satisfying. I think I'll make the shapes with the lighting a little bit more on this one. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Hold on. I've also recently been really like looking at my stats with my drawings, trying to get my my speed a little quicker. Not because I'm like, oh, I don't want to spend a lot of time drawing. More so because I think with drawing and with like probably a lot of creative stuff, you get like diminishing returns after a certain point, and you can like keep perfecting things for hours and hours without it really looking any different than when you started. And I've been noticing myself doing that more recently, so I'm trying to get a little quicker with it, just so I'm not like over tweaking, I guess. I think that's what I meant for this to be. I don't know. Don't look too closely at the mechanics of this. That is not structurally sound. In fact, I don't really know what that is. We don't think about it too hard. Don't come to my illustrations for a reference on what motorcycles look like, okay? We just need the concept of a motorcycle, you know? Ooh, EK, you're in the mines. Heck yeah, dude. Cleaning up the farm and getting into the mines at the beginning of the game can be stressful. That game is low-key so hard at the beginning when you have like nothing. You have no energy, no food, no money. But it's so satisfying to like grind in that game and get to a point where you're like, ooh, I'm so goated. I am the king of Pelican Town. I forgot what it was called for a second. Oh, Malurus. It's in early access. There's maybe one more update until they push out 1.0. That's really exciting. Okay, that's great news because I do feel like I don't know. I go on the Nintendo eShop looking for a new game every once in a while, and I just don't find anything that scratches my itch. So then I just go back to Stardew Valley and Animal Crossing, which I'm not mad at. I love those games, but I feel like, you know, there's got to be more. Okay, this layer is not going to make sense for a while, but we're gonna just leave it like that. Everything will come together later. Just trust. Actually, though, one thing that I'm trying to decide how dark I want the line art layer to be. Usually, I have my line art be the darkest thing. Would it be cool would it be cool to have a little bit of a lighter line art situation? Maybe. I don't know. I'm at the early stages. I should try it out, you know? The closing music. You guys hear that? EK got rescued twice from the mines. LOL. It's rough. It's a struggle. Sorry, did I just make the music too loud? Last stream, my music was like silent, so I wanted to make it a little bit more noticeable. Why does this song make me want to cry? Thinking of little Timmy and Tommy cleaning up for the day, getting ready to go home. Oh, that's weird. You see that? I have like 1 pixel missing. That's why that layer was being weird. The song feels like you have been at an amusement park all day and you're like exhausted from walking. Like, I can't wait to get home and go to bed. But then you're like taking one look at like the amusement park that you're leaving and you're like reminiscing on the fun you had. That's what this song sounds like to me. This looks weird right now. Whatever. Keep going. All of this is gonna get adjusted later. I think I'm missing... I'm missing some lines that don't make no sense. Oh. That's why I have my drawing grid on, so I can draw somewhat straight lines. I think that makes sense. Yeah. And then this side. I don't know how many different layers I really need for this, but better too many. I hate when I like realize that I messed up. I hate when I don't do things perfect the first time. This shit goes hard. Geometry. This is gonna be like a parallel line with that line that I already made. Sometimes I feel like I shouldn't use the line tool. Like, it makes my stuff look too stiff. I try to be free with it. Like, that looks so much better. Why is this door confusing me? How does a door frame look? So I think this goes up. My neighbor's making a lot of noise again. If you were here at the last stream, I was complaining about my neighbor. They must be preparing food. That's my guess. And it's loud. They like bang on something every day in their kitchen. I don't know what they're doing. I'm like honestly more curious than anything at this point. Like, I want to go over and be like, what do? Are you making like the most aggressive guacamole ever? Are you like making a spice blend from scratch in a mortar and pestle? Are you tenderizing meat every single day? Around lunchtime? Like, You know, it's mysterious to me. Like the consistency of it, I guess, is intriguing. Okay, now these lines are getting real wobbly. I'm not that comfortable with being wobbly. That's fine. It's way back there. No one's gonna look at this. That's why I didn't pay too much attention to the door in the first place. I was like, this is so far in the background. No one's gonna see it. And then of course I see it. So I gotta fix it. Silly. Wait, ooh. You know what would be smart? I'll do the same layer as this because they're like the same color. Oh no, did I draw all of that on the wrong layer? No, I didn't. Might not work. Oh. I see. There we go. Should I whisper? Just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. Someone earlier, I don't remember who, I saw like a chat that was like, this is like ASMR. I think that's funny because I don't feel like I have a very good voice for ASMR. I feel like I have a strong like Midwest accent that's not very chill or relaxing to listen to. So I've had it with this door frame. Let's move on. Figure it out later. Oh shit, I'm not done. I'm so intrigued by this lady. What's her vibe? What's her story? What is she doing here? It looks like she's inviting him in, you know? Like, hey, the door's open. Sometimes I look at my drawings and I'm just like, oh gosh, like this is so silly. I'm having one of those moments. Oh gosh, this is so silly. EK, the music reminds you of Ratatouille. That's so funny. It was probably like the closing music. Just Mighty thinks this doesn't feel like a second time stream. Hell yeah. I'm glad it feels not totally scuffed. EK, do you still do traditional art? Honestly, not much. Not a lot. And like I hear people say that like you should. I used to more when I had time. I was actually talking about this on my Patreon podcast. I was like, maybe I'm just like not a person that like even likes to draw for fun. Like I like to draw on my little iPad, but like do I like to just doodle? Like I don't even know. I feel like I would do it more if I liked it, you know? I think I do, but I just honestly, when I'm craving like creativity just for fun, just for play, I like to dance. That's kind of like my thing. Bubble Bear, what's happening? That's funny. Feel free to ask follow-up questions. I am working on a calendar illustration for 2026. It's Prince Purple Rain, but ducks. That's kind of my thing. Chell Spice, you have neighbors like that pounding in the kitchen every night. Oh my god, I'm so sorry to hear that because it's really annoying. He's still going. I'm glad you guys can't hear it, but it is really annoying. And like, aren't you just curious about what they're doing? Like, I'm just so curious. How do you find like, first of all, how are you so consistent that you're making the same food every day, or at least similar dishes every single day? Second of all, why is it so loud? Third of all, for my neighbor specifically, sorry if that made a bad noise. My neighbor specifically also, there's a phenomenon where I believe they leave their gas range, like their cooktop, on the light setting. You know, when you first turn the cooktop on, it goes until it bursts into flames. I walk by there and I'll just hear the ch, and I know exactly what it sounds like because we all have the same cooktops in here. So I'm like, my guy, are you like poisoning yourself a little bit every time you cook? Like, you shouldn't leave it on the light setting. It's not meant to be left on. But I'll walk by and he's, you know, pounding in the kitchen and the light thing is just like so I don't know what's going on over there, but it has me very curious. Kelps, that made me laugh. ASMR whispers low-key creep me out, but I kind of like the wooden soup ones. What's the wooden soup ones? Should I get on that? Just mighty things, you're trying to do your first fair in a sticker shop. Heck yeah. Dude, opening a shop for the first time is a lot of work. A lot of work. But that's exciting to hear. Do people in here do like art fairs, like in-person stuff? Because I think that's really fun. I admire people that do that a lot. Yeah, valid. Dance is art. EK, you're so right. I've been, I don't know, getting more comfortable with the idea that like everybody's art and creative practices look a little different. And I think for a long time I was like, oh, I must always keep like an active sketchbook so that like I can be like a legit artist. That is definitely not true. I think there's so many benefits to sketching, but with these sorts of illustrations that I do, like I don't find myself being like, oh, let me doodle a version of this first, you know? Honestly, my traditional art skills are also not very good. So that's why I'm like very tied to my iPad right now. Sorry, I had to burp. That's so gross. AW, how do you make time and energy for art now that you're working in? Honestly, a really good question. I feel like that's kind of why I just work on like this. I'm trying to figure out what colors to do next. Let's do her. We'll do her first. We'll get the background all done. Maybe I should make little like groups, you know? Like, let's be organized. I feel like for me, this is like not really a great answer, but I kind of got to a point where I was like, okay, if making art feels draining, like I'm not doing it in a way that's like really serving the purpose I want it to serve. That's not an answer to your question at all. I mean, I feel like practically speaking, like for this project, for example, I've just been like giving myself a deadline and being like, I must work on this. But I look forward to working on it after work because it's like different than what I'm doing for work. And also I think with drawing, and maybe this is like specific to digital art and even more specifically digital art on an iPad, I can like lay down on the couch and like watch YouTube videos and work on this. And that honestly is like most of the hack for me. But honestly, it does, like, I mean, people say this and I do think it is true. Like, it does sometimes boil down to like discipline of getting yourself to do it. And then you might be like, oh wow, like that wasn't as draining as I thought it might be. But I also try to like have more grace with myself. I've been working on this of like, I'm not gonna like log off of work every day and like be inspired and excited to make something creative. Like that's unrealistic and yeah, it's just like not possible. Should we give her like brown hair? I'll add lighting later, but I feel like she should have like brown hair. That's what this lady is giving. And honestly, also another thing, I've been kind of like trying to I guess like be more intentional about like having like alone time at home. I find that like I need like a good amount of that to like get charged up to be creative. So I've been like kind of cooling it on like the dance classes. Specifically, I used to go to dance classes like a lot of my weeknights, and that was really great and fun. But now that I'm like trying to get back into like illustrating and YouTube and stuff, I just like don't think it's like realistic that I can do everything. It's such a struggle though, because I feel like a lot of us have like a lot of interests and creative hobbies and stuff, and there's most of the time just like not enough time in the day for all of it. I've also been like trying to be more okay with, you know, maybe like this week is a week where I'm not dancing, or this is a week where I'm not making progress on the illustration. That doesn't mean that it's like I've forever abandoned it or like I suck. Because that used to be my attitude. I'd be like, I suck, I didn't work on that. But I don't know, it's just like hard enough to survive. So I'm trying to be a little bit less hard on myself. Sorry, that was not a good answer to your question at all. That was not practical at all. I think I'm like trying to like phase out of the era of like giving advice. I used to be like so comfortable with that because I was like, I know some things. And now I'm like, I don't know anything. I'm just like also trying to figure it out. It's like, what business do I have giving out advice? I love like talking about it though, because I love hearing other people's suggestions too on like how they make things work in their lives. Because I feel like a lot of people that watch my stuff, they're also like got a job and like got like family commitments and like they've got lives going on, and they're still trying to like make time for creativity. And it's so like individual too. I think that's why I'm like, it's hard to give advice on the internet, because everybody's situation is so individual, and we can only like speak to our own experiences. Ooh. Wait, EK, you look like an air dancer, like a balloon when you dance. That's funny. Yeah, it's kind of like not something I made a lot of videos about. I mean, I made a few, but like dance really is like a huge part of my life. Like since I was like a toddler, I've been dancing. It's not like an easy skill. To get like control of your own body is like really not an easy thing. It comes to some people easier than others. For me, I am like not a naturally blessed dancer. Not to put my parents on blast, but like they don't really have a lot of rhythm. So I, you know, love them. Got a lot of good traits from them, a lot of good genetics, but the rhythm, the dancing, I was just like, I had to learn that over time. Her little humanoid arms are like a little off-putting, but they're gonna be in shadow, so I'm not worried about it too much. But like, you know, like ducks don't really have arms that bend that way, but like she needs to have it bend that way, I think. I just realized I haven't flipped my canvas like ever. Okay, it doesn't look that bad. This does look really silly right now with the way the background is just black, but it doesn't look that bad. Okay, phew. Do you ever just like flip your canvas and it looks like totally crazy? Because that happens to me a lot. I think her legs and her beak can be the same color. Cute. I think that's cute. I think I'll have to adjust the colors later. All of these colors are probably gonna get adjusted. Because honestly, the background, the brightest thing is the yellow light. Yeah. Guys, we're gonna start coloring prints. I'm really excited for this. Okay. I'm gonna like make a little group for her. We love organization. Okay, let me catch up. Felix, it's fun but exhausting. In my experience, you don't make that much money. You're talking about craft fairs, right? Christmas markets are way better though. Ooh, yeah. Wait, Felix, I missed your chat earlier. if you're Premier League fan. Let me know. I'm curious. Chell Spice. I feel most comfortable on my iPad. Yeah, that's me. I'm a sticky iPad artist. And I'm proud. A lot of people want to shame you and be like, you need to work on sketching in real life. You need to go to a life drawing class. And I think they're probably right. I would benefit from that greatly. But I love what I love. Just mighty things. As someone that mainly worked traditional, I find myself doing more digital now since I can more easily do that on the go and at work during downtime. Also can take a sketch to a more finished piece more easily digital than in a sketchbook, in my opinion. I totally agree. I think there are a lot of practical benefits to digital drawing, and I think people that make it seem like it's less than gotta get over themselves. Like, our art is valid too. But seriously, like, first of all, it's not that deep. Second of all, it is deep, and my art is deep even though it's on an iPad. Like, it doesn't matter. Obviously, there are like a lot of shortcuts, and I respect people that work only in physical mediums, like, because they do things that I can't even do on my iPad, and I'm like, wow, that's amazing. But I don't think there's any shame in being a sticky iPad artist. Felix, you're a Barca fan, but love to follow Premier League. Okay. Heck yeah. Sorry for 09. I don't know what happened in 09. I'm such a fresh Chelsea fan, so don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. I don't even know what happened. There's no beef. Honestly, do you guys want to know the real reason why I'm a Chelsea fan? This I think you'll appreciate even if you're not into football. Do you guys hear the clack of my keyboard? It's so loud. Okay, this man is why I'm a Chelsea fan, because my first game I watched, Marc Cucurella scored a header goal, as he does. And I just love this man. I love the way he plays. He's, I would describe him as like a instigator. He's like, you don't want to play against him. He will like cause you to like lose your marbles and like freak out a little bit. He most recently they played in the Club World Cup Championship. Big deal. All the big clubs from around the world play in this championship. And he pissed off the person that was like covering him so bad that they pulled his hair. They literally like grabbed his hair, pulled him down, and of course he like flailed on the ground and was being like a little drama king about it. But yeah, I love this guy. I am such a fan of Marc Cucurella, and like the hair, iconic. It's really easy to like spot him on the field. So that's mainly why I'm a Chelsea fan, to be honest. Okay. Where'd my music go? Julia, thank you. I'm glad you think it's iconic. I feel as though, I'm not gonna say I cooked yet. I'm definitely cooking something. I'm excited to see the colors here. Okay, let's go. Let's go. What time is it? 12:30. Let's go. 2 hours into stream. Barely done with the first layer. Love it. It's okay. I'm trying to embrace being slow, but also like I've been saying on this project, I need to move with a little bit of swiftness. Okay. So I am drawing in a weird color profile, which might make getting the right purple a little challenging. I won't worry about it too much right now. We'll adjust later. I'm giving him little shorts because there's something like potentially off-putting about a duck wearing pants. Maybe not though, because I did it in my Beatles illustration. So maybe it would be fine. Should I try it? Should I give him pant? Because now that I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, looks a little weird. It's gonna be so in shadow though. So I think I leave it. I'll adjust it later if I need. This is not canon. This is not like logical, but should I just give him like dark leg and flipper? Because like probably in this photo shoot Prince was wearing like black shoes, I would imagine. So I'm like, should I do that? We'll leave it like that for now. Oh wait, no we won't. I need it on a different layer. I need everything on its own layer. Everything needs to be perfectly organized, or else. Dude, let's go. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna speed through these colors because I want to see it. I want to start seeing the vision, and I wanna. Oh, that's too yellow, I think. I wanna see what the lighting looks like because I think that'll be really fun to do all this like smoke. I think that'll be really cool. AW, thanks for joining. Have fun making dinner. I hope it's yummy. It was so cozy hanging out. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Snay, I just feel so dumb when people think I'm less of an artist for working on Procreate. Yeah, I think they want you to feel dumb. I think they do, and I think that's dumb. That they want you to feel dumb. But like, yeah, some people like really are like big into traditional medium, and they're probably right. But like, I think we are also right in liking our iPads. Like, it's why porque no los dos, you know? That's probably not even correct Spanish. I should probably stop saying that. Ooh, yeah, Julia, right? Like, it looks like knee-high boots, which I feel like Prince would rock. And honestly, like, you can't tell. I don't know what's on this leg, but it totally could be like a boot situation. EK, ooh, you recently got an iPad and Procreate. That's exciting. That's really exciting. It is so hard to switch though. Yeah, I got my first iPad in 2020. So it was my pandemic activity to like learn how it all works. Wow, this whole piece is just gonna be shadow. This will be really interesting. I really don't know what it's gonna look like. I'm still figuring out how I approach lighting. Using like my current process, I guess. So I'm like curious to see what this ends up looking like. Okay, I think I need another line here. Hello? Sometimes the other week I was drawing on my whiteboard on my fridge, and I double tapped it because I was like, ooh, I want to undo what I just did. Like, I did that on my fridge. That's always funny. That'll probably start happening to you, EK, because you'll end up getting used to like whatever your gesture controls are. And it feels so silly when you do it, like to double tap. Like, I double tap pieces of paper all the time, and you know what, that's probably why I don't do traditional art, because it's too embarrassing. Every time I do it and try to do my gesture controls for my Apple Pencil that is not in my hands, I get embarrassed and then I get scared, and then I run back to my iPad. Boop 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 boop. Like, imagine me trying to do this not on my iPad. I can't even imagine what that would look like. I think that would be not fun. Dang, this whole thing is so dark. I'm excited to do the lighting because then I think everything will like start to have shapes. Right now it's like, what's going on? I think it'll all make sense later. Adorable, are you drawing? Are you drawing with me? What are you drawing? That's fun. Oh, I forgot. I didn't close off my lines. Was anyone there last week? Or not last week. Last time I streamed and like 3/4 of the way through doing the first layer of line art, I remembered that I usually color drop and hadn't been. Shoot, I messed up a little bit. Layer management is such a big part of digital drawing. Like, it makes such a big difference. I used to like not really do layers, and sometimes I will like toy around with like not having layers, but especially for pieces where I'm like, ooh, I just don't know how the colors will shake out, it's so helpful to put everything on its own layer, in my opinion. It just like helps with being able to go back and like easily adjust things later. I always regret it when I combine too many things into one layer, and then later I'm like, ugh, I want to separate that, but it's gonna be so hard. But I feel like if some people like I would be like not super proud to like show my art process to like, I don't know, like a art professor, because like look at what I'm doing. I'm just like color picking. Like that's not how you're supposed to do it. And it is kind of a cheeseball way to do it, but works, you know? Do whatever works. Oh my gosh. Oh, Felix, you're drawing too? What's everyone drawing? Ooh, Adriana, you're painting. Oh, chill. As I'm like trash talking traditional medium. I'm just kidding. I'm not trashing it. I think it's so cool. I actually want to get into acrylic painting again. I used to love that when I was younger. What would this color on a duck look like? I think this would actually be a great color. Like a little yellow duck. Yellowish. Tannish. I think that's cute. His little tail sticking out. This is something I don't even know how to explain. How is his tail sticking out? I think there's like a little hole or like, what's it called? Seam? There's like a little split in the back of his jacket where his little tail can come out. That's what I think is happening. Ooh, Felix, a poster for a humor show. That's cool. Are you like a graphic designer, would you say? Or are you more like illustrating it? That sounds really cool. I've been, not to brag, I've been learning how to use Canva. So I'm a little bit of a graphic designer myself. I recently bought the Pro version of Canva, and I've actually been having a really fun time with it. I'm wanting to revamp how my product photos look, so I've kind of been using it for that purpose. I wonder what this little thing is on a motorcycle. In my brain, it's a tiny little tank, a little water tank where like a little fish lives or something. That's definitely not what it is. Maybe it's a blinker. Chell Spice. I've been trying to draw bats and the anatomy is hard for me. I experience the same thing. Bats have very interesting anatomy. Actually, I should pull it up. I drew a bat in this big illustration that I did. Where is she? Where is she? And I still think it looks a little weird. This was my bat. Like their little bones and like their thin skin on their wings is kind of strange, but like they have like really cute little ears and stuff. Like they are really cute little creatures. Anatomy is so hard. Yeah. Wait, Felix, yeah, you are a graphic designer? Wait, that's so cool. That's so cool. I think graphic design is like the coolest thing ever. Do you watch Elliot / Kelliot? I haven't watched his stuff recently, but I love his graphic design videos. I think they're really interesting to watch. I think in another life I would have really enjoyed that as like my main thing. Who else do I like? Edgy Katrina. She makes vlogs and she's a graphic designer and she's really cool. Do you think Pro Canva is worth the price? Honestly, probably depends what you're going to use it for. For me, I feel like it's worth it because I'm using it to make my product photos. Basically, I wanted like cuter and cooler backgrounds for my product photos, because the first time I did product photos, I like went to the park and I just like took pictures and like, whoops, that was the background. But I'm kind of like, okay, if I want to like add stuff to my shop, I just wanted to be able to like whip out my phone and like take a quick pic and then like edit it in post to make it look cute and cohesive. So that's my use for Canva, and therefore I feel like I can justify the price, but I really feel like it does depend on what you're using it for, because it's not cheap. I don't remember how much it is. Oh, it's 50% off if you're a student. You can also animate and edit movies in there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you can edit movies in there. So there is a lot of possibility with it. And for me, as someone that does not know how to use graphic design software, it's kind of like a little hack to get me where I need to go. Because I used to just do like any sort of graphic design in Procreate, and then eventually I was like, this is not what this is used for. Like, there are better tools for this. So that's why I was like, maybe I should try Canva. And it's just kind of fun. Like it scratches the itch. I used to use this website called PicMonkey. I think that's what it was called. And I was obsessed with it. It was kind of like Canva. You could like make collages in it. You could, put text on things, and I would use it for whatever silly little thing I would work on like as a kid. So Canva reminds me of that. Like, it feels fun to use. Did that mess anything up? Look at him. Dang, this is so much purple. How do you guys feel about the color purple? To be honest, I'm kind of, historically, I've been a purple hater. I liked it a lot in middle school, and then one day I was like, oh, it's not my color. But I like purple. I like all colors. Especially in this color palette. Like, this is fire. This color palette goes crazy. EK, I hate when teachers do that. You can have an opinion, but don't bring the student down. Yeah, I agree. I think I missed the first part of that conversation, but I agree. Oh, I think you're saying you're replying to Felix. Okay, I see. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people have experiences, unfortunately, with like art teachers and stuff that ends up being more like degrading than helpful. I'm lucky. I didn't really have any art teachers that like had much of an opinion on me, because I didn't really take many serious art classes. But I feel like whenever I did take an art class, like they would usually be like, wow, like you're pretty good at this. I'd be like, thanks. And that was that. Okay, wait, I gotta catch up. Adriana, you're painting the Up House. That's so cute. I love that movie. That movie makes me cry. Yeah, you should I was gonna say you should like post it when you're done. That's not how this works. This is a YouTube live stream. Should I make a... I guess I already have a Discord where people can share things, but maybe I should make it something that everyone can sign up for, because right now it's like a Patreon reward. So even if you signed up for like one single month on my Patreon, you could be in there, but it's not like super active, so like definitely don't join the Patreon for that. Don't do that. Felix, I do like Elliot and Kel. Lauren, oh, but once your job, it's kind of very basic. The target audience, I feel, is not for the professionals. That's probably really valid, because I'm always like, oh my god, I understand what they're doing. And I feel like a lot of Elliot stuff is like, ooh, let me make a design in Canva, for example, or like PowerPoint, or like some weird app that's like not meant for graphic design. That's more like entertainment stuff than like probably education. And you are so right. Once something becomes your job, or once you are like also creating in a space, I feel like it's way less fun to watch content about it. Like way less fun. Oh my gosh, guys, we got the first layer done. 2.5 hours into stream. We got it done. Heck yeah. But adorable purple is your favorite color. Lila, you too. Chell Spice loves purple. Kelb's more of a lavender gal. I love lavender. I think with me, with purple, I like more of actually that's not true. I was gonna say like I like more of a warmer purple, but like this is like a purple. This is like a grape purple, and I like it. I like the direction we're moving in. But I do think that the stairs are not gonna be this color. I think the stairs are gonna be dark, and it'll make more sense once we get the lighting in here. Speaking of, let's start experimenting with that. I have no idea how this is gonna look, TBH, but let's just try it. My thought. Well, actually, what is my thought? I have kind of like a few different approaches when it comes to lighting, etc. Like how I like to add it. I used to only use this spray brush, and like I would just add lighting in this way. So like what would that... It's like probably a little too small. And that gives like more of like a gradient vibe, which honestly might be the move for this, because there are so many like gradients, you know, gradients in here. Zaida, hi, thanks for coming. Love from Malaysia. Hey, we're international in here. That's so cool. Thanks for coming. I hope your day's going well. Chell Spice, there's a up house replica where you live. Is it like full size? That sounds cool. Kristen, hi. Hopping on during a break at work. How's work going? Heck yeah for a break. We love a break. All right. Ooh, did you guys hear that? My throat made a weird bubble sound. That's embarrassing. Oh my god. Okay, so there's gonna be a layer. This will be interesting. So I've got to do like a lighting layer, like a general lighting layer. But then also there's all this smoke. And I think the smoke's got to be on a layer like above the other stuff. So let me just do like a really rough conceptual layer of smoke and just see what it looks like. I'm just so curious. I'm gonna skip ahead. Okay. I don't think I want the shapes to be so round with it, but that vision is, I think that will work. I think this process will be a good one to follow. So I'll probably end up having a few different like smoke layers, like one on the top, but then also like I'll want to have some smoke like behind the rails, for example. So I'll have to figure that out. Maybe I won't make it too complicated. Maybe I will erase some of the smoke to make it look like it's in the background more. We'll see. Okay, that concept checks out. We're just kind of testing things right now. Where did this come from? Hello? Did I ruin that layer? Not ruin, but okay. Where is this stupid little smudge? Oh, it's on this one. Okay. Sorry, I didn't need to freak out. I didn't need to call it stupid. You work at a library. You're doing a big community event, so today is hectic. Oh my gosh. Kristen, you got this. Power through. That sounds like it could be very exhausting. I would imagine at a library there would be like a wide array of folks there. But that's really cool. Heck yeah, libraries. We need to protect the libraries. They're trying to get rid of them here. Some people in the US. I think it's a bad idea. I love libraries. Ooh, yes, in Utah. So it is a full-size up house. Can you go inside? Ooh, that sounds kind of fun. I love Up. That's such a good movie. I haven't watched it in a really long time. Okay, I'm seeing the vision. This is exciting. I wonder how I want to do this. Maybe I'll do all the yellow-ish light in one layer back here. Oh, do you know what I didn't even notice? I didn't even notice that there's like brick on this wall. I think that might be like a project for future. Or maybe I can do like a little cute bit right now just to remind myself that I need to make a brick wall. That would make sense. Like the lighting, trying to figure out the lighting in this photo has been really confusing. So I think what it was is like a building. Under the stairs, they put a yellow light somewhere behind his motorcycle. So that's what I've got here. I've got this yellow light. And then I think also behind him, maybe there's like a hole in the building. I'm not sure. They put this bluish light pointing towards him because there's also like a little bit of blue like back here. And then obviously there's a yellow light coming from the door. Okay, so let me add, oh wait, oops. I'm skipping around like crazy right now. Do you guys think I have undiagnosed ADHD? I don't know if I do. I think I'm just scattered. Maybe like bigger would be cool. I want the textures to show up. Especially like a brick wall. That's textured. Anyways, I was talking about the lighting because I don't know where it's exactly coming from. Like where this bounce on the brick wall is coming from. So I'm just gonna guess. I'm gonna guess and it'll probably look close enough. I'm gonna guess that it's coming from the yellow light from underneath, and that's why it's like not going all the way up the wall. And I think I've done a little too much at this point. That was too much. Okay, but like I think something like that. And then maybe I'll put this under the yellow layer and that'll make sense. Okay, thanks for listening to that monologue about lighting. Cute. Oh, you can't go inside, sadly. It's privately owned. A privately owned Up replica house. That's I want to say that's really cool for the people that live in there. But like that would have been cool to like make it a thing that people could go to. I'm gonna look this up. Up House, Utah. This is so cute. Oh my god. Wait, this is so funny. This is so Utah. There's just mountains and grass behind it. Wow. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize that this is not showing. Wow. That's incredible. Oh, there's like TripAdvisor things about it. Wow. I don't think I would want to live at a house where people are like trying to visit, you know? That'd be kind of quirky. Oh, looks so cute though. Petition to like, let's just paint every house like this. Like, let's stop making our houses look serious. Why not make it look like this? That's so cool. It looks like the houses next to him are embracing the vibes. Wow. Okay. Sorry, had to just take a quick moment to appreciate that. Kristen, you're talking about Libby? I love Libby. Libby is such a great app. I really don't go into the Chicago libraries very often. But I love Libby. That is my go-to. Honestly, I'm not a huge reader, but I do like getting audiobooks. So I have oh shoot, what is it called? Let me look. I've got a audiobook all set up on my phone. Crown of Midnight, Sarah J. Maas. I listened to Throne of Glass last year, I think, while I was working on the last year's calendar. Really liked it. Sarah J. Maas is she's a ACOTAR, Court of Thorns and Roses. Is that the first book? I forget. Whatever that series is, you know. You don't know. I'm not speaking English. She's like a smutty elf fantasy writer. No, that was mean. Not smutty. Kind of smutty. A little smutty. But it's more than that, okay? They're like fae. Yeah, that's what they call them. Fae. That's what she's most known for. I'm starting to lose it, guys. I can't speak. Okay, this blue is very cool. It's doing some very cool things back here. I feel like I'm really cheesing this with this brush, but I feel like it would be weird to do it with any other brush. Like, this just makes sense for smoke. I need to stop resizing it though. Oh, how long has my opacity been at 10% or whatever? Oh, that's why my brush wasn't looking as powerful as usual. It's like, man, this is really like faint. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, that was silly of me. I stay silly. If there's one thing about me. This does not look right yet. What am I doing? What's going on? Okay. I think I see. I need a gradient. There needs to be like a clear source of the light, you know? And I think it's like right behind his little seat. Like behind the wheel, maybe. And then we use like a bluish color. Yeah. Okay. This is not going to be perfect. Why am I trying to be perfect with it? I need to like zoom out and chill. Yeah. Wait. Oh, look at that. I have my sketch and I kind of want to look at it while I do this, but now it's like way back there. Because this had a lot of good values on it. You know, whatever. I think could I put it up all the way at the top? Or would that look weird? Oop, that looks weird. You know what? No, I'm just gonna forget that I even did that because that was confusing. I'm sure there's a way I could figure it out so I could look at it, but that would take too much brain capacity. I'm not working with too much right now. I stayed up kind of late last night working on this because I didn't even... I hate when this happens. How do I make the group thing go away? I didn't even have this started yesterday. Like yesterday morning. So last night I had dance rehearsal from 8 to 10. And then I came home and I was like, all right, gotta keep working on this sketch. I'm glad I did because I got to a good point yesterday, but I think I'm a little sleepy as a result. What would happen if I erase with a brush like this? What happens? Wait, you like Throne of Glass too? Also, hi, Ice Fox. Yeah, I really liked it. I really like ACOTAR. I was kind of like making fun of it earlier, but like I love that book. Like I love the smut. You know, I'm here for it. But I really liked Throne of Glass, like even more, I think. I just like I like the world building of it. I think I'm like very intrigued. It like got me a couple of times with the twists and turns, you know? Like I knew the protagonist was gonna, you know, be a protagonist and succeed, but I wasn't sure how it would play out. So I really liked it. Sorry, I'm like reading chat and again, brain capacity is low, so I have to really focus. Okay, back to the house subject. You guys are agreeing with me. We need to bring back fun houses. Millennial gray minimalism is so boring. I agree. I think we're too comfortable with it as like a safe choice to just be like gray and stuff. You know who I've been getting into recently? Kind of. I don't know why I said that. It's kind of a lie, but I think Frank Lloyd Wright is really cool. I'm from Wisconsin originally, and that is where his like headquarters is. So I feel like I've always like known about him for that reason. He's a famous Wisconsinite. Scotty. And I think that his designs are really interesting because they're not Victorian at all. But they're so interesting to look at. Like his architecture is so interesting. It like blends with, you know, the environment. That's like his whole thing. But the intricacy of it, I think, is what's so cool. And like we don't see that. Obviously, like not everyone can get their house designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. And I do think that like minimalism is really cool. Like aesthetically. My boyfriend is low-key like a minimalist, so wait, this is smoke that I'm drawing. I think I want this to be up higher. I think I want this on a higher layer. Yes, I do. Okay. So we have a yellow smoke layer, and now we're gonna have a blue smoke layer. Okay. Oh, why does it look like that? Oh, because I made my brush tiny. Okay. I do think minimalism is really cool. It has its place. Honestly, I feel like compared to like a year ago, I'm like more into that look, but I feel like when you have like a very clean minimalist, oh, didn't want to do that, aesthetic, it gives a great opportunity for like color. Like I feel like the combo of like no color and minimalist is like very minimalist. I think it's fun when, oh, I didn't want to do that. Actually, hold on. I think it's really cool when people like still are playful with it, you know? I feel like for a while, like aesthetics were very beige, very Kim Kardashian beige. Not my vibe, as you can probably tell. Chill Spice. I'm a millennial. I love color, especially jewel tones. Yeah, I feel like not all millennials. I actually technically am a millennial too. I'm like a weird Gen Z millennial cusper. Oh my gosh, hi Bree. I'm glad you're here. Also, hi AR Fonzo. Glad you're here. Thanks for joining, guys. Scallion Battalion. Amazing username. Has anyone been to Brighton, England? There's a bunch of colorfully painted houses there and it's so cute. I have not been. Has anyone else been? I want to go to England. I want to see a Chelsea game. I want to go to Stamford Bridge. And there's so many like cute things there. I feel like what's the best time to go to England of year, would you say? Like summertime? I had a coworker that just went in the summertime. It looked beautiful from the pictures I saw. Kit and cat. I think there's a nice place between colored minimalism and like total white box minimalism. Yes, I totally agree. It's actually been a fun thing. I was talking a little earlier about how I like haven't decorated this apartment at all. That's like not totally true. Like we have been decorating a little bit, but it's been fun to try to incorporate our different styles because Mig is much more of a minimalist than I. And I feel like it's easy to just be like, well, my space needs to be maximalist, otherwise I hate it. But I actually think it's really been fun to like merge our styles. It like balances out really well. And I definitely think like this apartment is going to turn out to be much more minimalisty than my last. Especially like my first, like, I don't know if I made much apartment content, but like right when I started my YouTube channel, I was like in the thick of being like, I'm a maximalist. And honestly, it was a trauma response. It was a response from, I had just moved out. How do I say this? I just moved out from living with an ex at the time. And I was like, oh my gosh, I finally get to like decorate my own space. I'm gonna like make this explosion of color and art. And that was really fun. But I feel like now I'm like, okay, maybe I can be a little bit more like in the middle. Like I don't need to be so over the top, because honestly it does get a little cluttered sometimes when that's the vibe, but I love clutter. And also like I'm just not a neat person. Working on it, but I'm really just not. Okay, things are shaping up. I like how that blue light behind the tire looks. The smoke needs some work. And I guess I don't need to like perfectly mirror what is happening in this image either. Let's see. I need the yellow reflection on the floor, on the ground. Will this be... We'll see. I might need to use a different brush for this, actually. This might be like a time where we switch up the brush. We'll see. Because let's see. There's this little reflection by the tire. And it's not going to go all the way down. Why is my brush... I think I have a setting on that's like changing my brush size when I don't want it to. I upgraded my iPad very recently, and I'm still getting used to all the fancy schmancy controls with the new Apple Pencil. Guys, look at I don't know if you'll be able to see. This is probably a bad idea to try to even show you this, but please, I beg you. Can you at all see that? It says Gabby's with a bunch of dumb emojis on it. Oh, my camera is struggling to focus today. Scallion Battalion, I know. I'm kind of scared to look up the score of the Chelsea game. I'm gonna watch it later, but I don't mind spoilers if you want to talk about it. Their last game we didn't do great. We had a draw, right? Okay, EK, autumn is cool, but a lot of rain. Apparently. Yeah, I feel like, ooh, that was off key. Wow, I'm not a singer. I feel like summer, ooh, interesting. Okay, so summer is nice, but not every indoor place has air conditioning. Autumn in England is pretty nice. Yeah, I feel like that would be a good time of year to go. I love autumn, like, just generally, like the weather. So that would be really cool. I think my first place on my bucket list, my travel bucket list, is Japan. I also would love to go back to Korea, but Japan is probably top on my list. And then after that, I think I would love to do like a little Europe trip someday, where maybe I go to like a few countries. I think that would be cool. The only place I've been to in England is Italy. I loved it. I thought it was so cool. So I'd love to go back and experience more of Europe because there's so many countries there. Oh my gosh. I'm like used to the enormity, the humongousness. I was going to combine humongous and enormity into one word. Okay. English is hard. I'm so used to like how giant the US is though that sometimes it's hard for me to even conceptualize. Like to me, what is going to like another state is going to like a totally different country with like a totally different vibe. Like I think that's so cool. I'm jealous of people that like backpacked in Europe in college. I knew some people that did that not after graduating because that was pandemic, but like some people traveled abroad and kind of went to different countries. I think that's really cool. Okay, I think that gives the general vibe. Oh baby, this illustration's gonna take me a long time. I can feel it. EK, it's 8 p.m. in the Netherlands. Whoa, wait, actually, that's great. In terms of like time difference. I guess when I am streaming in the morning, it's like evening time in Europe. That's great. What time is it where everyone is at? I know we had some people in Asia. Is it like, what time of day is it? I can't even think. I'm not even gonna try. My brain is so fried right now. Your partner is watching it, Scallion. Oh my god. Are you like Scallion Battalion, like first name Scallion? Can I call you that? Oh, your partner is watching it? Okay. No spoilers. I'll watch it later. Shallow. For me, we're dying of waiting for winter. It's so hot in summer. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I can imagine. In certain parts of the world, I feel like summer is just indoor time. I'm glad to live somewhere where I can enjoy summer because I am a summer girl. I love summer weather. Although I feel like as I age, I've started to appreciate things about all the seasons. I've recently, in the past few years, been trying to work on my mental reframing of wintertime because I used to be like, oh, I just get like sad in the winter because there's no sun. But one of my coworkers once was like, well, sometimes it's just better to like fully embrace the coziness. Like going outside is just like not the vibe. Like close the curtains, turn on your cozy lights, and just embrace the indoor time. I feel like that does help me. But I love going outside. Chell Spice. Yeah, I don't work full time. I work 32-hour weeks, which to me is like pretty full time. It's 80% technically. So yeah, I do that, and then art when I can. Oh my gosh, we have 2 people from the Netherlands. That's so cool. Fun fact, I dated a boy in 7th grade from the Netherlands. Yeah, he was my 7th grade boyfriend. Or actually, no, he was my 8th grade boyfriend, because I remember we broke up the summer going into high school. I was like, I just feel like we're like, you know, we're about to enter like a new era, and I just don't know if like we're meant to be together. That was me as a middle schooler. Shallow. I am good. I feel like life recently has been looking up. I feel like I was kind of in the dumps this summer. That's partially why I didn't make any videos, because I was like, no one wants to hear me be in the dumps, and I don't want to make videos about being in the dumps. But I feel like recently I've been on the up and up. I've been dancing a lot this summer, which I love to do. And now I'm like, okay, I think I'm like wanting to get back into like my art stuff. So I've been good. Thanks for asking. Okay, we got our times. 11 a.m. in California. That's a great time of day. I love 11 a.m. So many possibilities still. 7 p.m. in Portugal. Portugal. I want to go to Portugal real bad. That's cool. It's noon. Adriana, you're in Miami. 2:15 p.m. Dude, what is the weather like in Miami right now? Is it still hot? I mean, I guess it's like kind of what Florida does, right? It's just like hot all the time. Most of the time. Saudi Arabia, it's only almost 9:30 p.m. Oh my gosh, Shallow, that's late. I'll try to make it a calm stream to prepare you for bedtime. Me saying that after being live for 3 hours and being like really chaotic. Okay. This is starting to like take shape. Okay, I need to like focus. Like, what are the things that are gonna make this have shape? Because right now the background still looks really flat. I feel like perhaps I need to think about my darkest colors here. Do I want to potentially make the line art a little darker? Because right now, like, the stairs are weirdly darker than the background, which doesn't really make sense. That doesn't add up with what's happening in the real photo. I think I want a dark purple to be the darkest value. Okay. So let me go to my line art layer. And let me... boop. Okay, that's pretty dark. Sometimes the colors look way different when they're on this screen. Okay, what did I do? How did I make that smudge? Shoot. I think it's in my line art layer. Okay. I'm always smudging. Do we have any fellow lefties in chat that deal with lefty smudge? It's a real phenomenon. Also, did you know that lefties die a little sooner because everything's a little bit harder or something? I actually don't know if that's the reason why. I don't know if we know why, but statistically speaking, we die a little bit sooner from being lefties. AW 7 p.m. in UK. Ooh, that's a great time. Yeah, I feel like this is a good time for streaming because personally for me, I like to have like chill mornings. So it's like good if you're having morning time. And I also love watching stuff at night. Like that's really the time I watch more stuff. So I'm glad that Europe friends can join without it being like some ungodly hour. I would never expect that, by the way. If I am streaming at a weird time, You can just watch the replay. That's the beauty of it. Scallion, you're from UK too. Okay, wait. Here's the lore. Scallion Battalion is only my online persona. Okay, yeah, I guess. I made it sound like I thought that was your government name. Your partner and I are hoping to get a cat. Sorry, I'm reading this weird. Your partner and you are hoping to get a cat at some point, and when you want to name it Scallion. Heck yeah, that's a great cat name. I love like a food name for pets. I think it's so cute. Izzy. Actually, don't know if that's how you say that. Isai? I don't know. 2017 in Sweden. Me doing my little American conversion. So like 10 p.m. That's lit. That was a better, more on key. Chell Spice, you're a lefty. Hey. Yeah, I am left-handed, and that means I'm gonna die sooner. Sorry, I don't know why I keep saying that. I love being a lefty. Like as a kid, I used to be like really proud of that fact. Cause it is like a weird a weird phenomenon where like just some people for whatever reason, like instead of mirroring, like, cause a lot of lefties have right-handed parents. Like I have right-handed parents. I only have one cousin in my whole family that's a lefty. So it's like weird to me that as a baby, I was like, I'm not gonna do it the way you guys are doing it. Or maybe in my little baby brain, I was like, oh, I'm going to mirror what you're doing. Like, I'm watching you pick something up with your right hand, but it's on my left side, so I'm going to pick it up on the left side. That's interesting that we do that. Panda replay. Wait. Wait, what is that? That's a Smosh reference? I was thinking of Rihanna. I thought you were making like a reference, like a suggestion for an album cover. Does Smosh say that? Also, is Smosh am I totally off? Are they the cooking channel, or no? I might be very off on that. Adriana, it's currently hurricane tropical storm season, so it's sunny and hot in the morning. Oh, and then randomly raining very hard in the middle of the day. Ugh. Sometimes a thunderstorm is a vibe, but I feel like if it's a whole season, I don't know, does that get old? I've never lived anywhere with like interesting weather. I've always just been like in the Midwest. We don't have stuff like that. Honestly, I'm kind of a scaredy cat when it comes to hurricanes. In college, me and some friends went to Tampa. We went to watch a Badger football game. Hilarious. But we were all like dance team friends, so like we were like into football, I guess, a little bit. But when we were there was like a hurricane warning, and I think we like severely overreacted and like left when like we probably didn't have to. Like, you know, like our moms were calling us, being, not my mom, but other people's moms were calling, being like, I think you should really like get out. Like, you know, like they say like a hurricane is likely, blah, blah, blah. So we left early. We cut our trip off early. Because we were so scared. But I feel like if you live there, you're probably not so cautious with every single hurricane warning, right? Like, because otherwise you'd just be like always on, not on lockdown, but always on the lookout for a hurricane. Izzy. Sorry, I don't know which way I should pronounce that. Your cats are Peach and Pepper. That's so cute. Is Peach a orange cat? Or just a cute name? Shallow, when will you upload to YouTube? That's a great question. I have some ideas for videos I want to make. But I am going to be gone coming up for a while away from home. So I won't be filming then. And then, I don't know, like I really want to get back into making videos, but I also really want to open my art shop back up and stuff like that. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to do both. but I think it would at least be great to get up a video around the time that this calendar goes live. If not, maybe before that. I don't know. Because I don't really know if I want to do like a video where I'm like vlogging my process of like finishing the calendar or something. Or maybe I just like don't do that and make a totally different video. So your guess is as good as mine, but I am committed to the idea. I'm not like ghosting my YouTube channel. I just needed a little break from it. But honestly, like, I'm always surprised by how slow I go with things, like from it being an idea to actually happening. So I would not be surprised if it's like a couple of months. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a slow person. I really am. And I'm trying to like embrace that more and not like hate on myself for it. But I really wouldn't be surprised if I don't upload for another like month or two. And even that might be an overestimation. I don't know. Oh. Okay, EK. Who am I there's some YouTube channel where they talk about food and it sounds like Smush, but it's totally not. I think I know what you're talking about, and it's like very much not a cooking channel. Okay, it is from Rihanna. Okay, I'm glad I got your reference. Adriana, it's been like that for a month. Yeah, the flooding of it all, that's gotta be really annoying. Knee-deep waters. That's gotta be really annoying. Whenever it floods here in Chicago, people are like... people are not cautious enough. Like, people are driving through like waist-high water, just being like, oh, like I'll probably get through this. And like, I have also been guilty of that. I've definitely driven through not waist-high water, but like it's like going over halfway over my tire, and I feel like at that point, like, you should probably question, like, should I drive through this water? But I have done that before. It's scary. Like, flooding is scary. Take all the time you need. Thank you, Scallion. Yeah, I think we gotta embrace being slow. In today's society, we do have to embrace it, because it feels wrong to move slow. What am I doing? That's not what I meant to do. I think this is starting to shape up. Like, I'm starting to see it. It's definitely honestly like far way off. But I think I'm starting to see the shapes for sure. I think what's going to really help it pop. Well, first of all, why do I still have this drawing guide on? Get out of my face. I think what's going to really start helping it pop is adding details onto Prince Duck. I think that's what I need to do. So actually, let me not do what I was about to do. Technically, I should, and I only say that because like I know myself and this is what works best for me. I probably should start with adding details from like background to foreground, but just for the purposes of like, I'm curious what it looks like. I wanna add a little bit of lighting to our duck guy. I want to work on him a little bit, and then background I will get to. I will not abandon the background, but usually I like to have myself do like work from back to front, just because I'm most excited about like whatever the main subject of a piece is. I wonder what brush will look best for lighting on all of this stuff, because I have been using this different brush and I've been using like my pen to add depth, and I think that works really well for certain pieces. But now I feel like I've done a lot of the spray brush, so I'm like, should I do more of that? Because the spray brush would, oh my gosh, it was so loud. My calendar alert just went off. I'm sorry if you heard that. I think you do hear that because I have my audio on for my computer for the music. Sorry, that was probably really loud. DLDH28, hi. Thanks. I'm glad you think it's looking good. Not gonna. I feel like it's getting out of the ugly stage for me. Every piece has a little bit of like an ugly duckling phase, and this one is crawling its way out. I do think this is bothering me a lot. What is going on? Like, what's the color here? I notice myself really like jumping around a lot when I'm drawing lately, from thing to thing. But I almost feel like that's like kind of a strategy, because that way I'm not getting too locked in on any one part. Because I will sometimes do that where I like focus too hard on like one singular aspect and I kind of lose the overall vision. I wonder if I want... this a little... Oh no, I don't think I want it all purple. That is kind of nice. Versus like the more blue. That's much too blue. Maybe somewhere in the middle. Oh, this music is so good. Okay, work. I think now this now this color is bothering me. Yeah. This is funny. Okay. Yeah, I don't know which brush I want to use. EK, I totally could be thinking about Mythical Kitchen. Honestly, I don't even know what I'm talking about half the time. My two brain cells. I like that direction. I need to stop using the color picker because with the color profile I'm drawing in, like it doesn't always work. So I think I need to just start like pulling from other things on the drawing, you know? Wait, EK, are you talking about Animal Crossing? That you need to catch a mosquito? Or like in real life? The mosquitoes in Animal Crossing are actually so annoying. I hate them. I also like hate mosquitoes in real life. I like have I don't know if that's like if this is a real thing or this is just in my brain, but I think I have a gene that makes mosquitoes like to bite me more. That, or it makes the reaction just a lot worse. I get like huge reactions from mosquitoes. Like I was just in the park the other day. God forbid a girl sits down at the park around sunset because the mosquitoes were having their way with me. I literally just said I was going to stop using the color picker. Get a grip, Gabby. Okay. Sorry. Being too much. Okay. In real life, oh, like you have a mosquito in your space. Oh no. Sorry to hear that. That's not as easy as catching a mosquito in Animal Crossing. At all. At all. Okay. That's like really the main... Everything else of this motorcycle is just in total darkness and shadow. You guys like how I find colors? I go until I find like pixels. I actually really like my little streaming setup because then I can look at what I am doing on a different screen. It's kind of nice. Okay, the mosquito thing is real. That's good to know. Yeah, me and my dad are both mosquito attractors. Like whenever the whole family is like growing up, whenever we'd be on like a trip or something, I feel like the two of us would get like eaten alive and everyone else would get like a few bites. But yeah, they definitely like my blood. They find me, which, like, you know, that's chill. But also, like, there are some places where like you really don't want to get bit by mosquitoes, right? Like you carry a lot of disease. Otherwise they're just like annoying. Oh, it's your blood type. Interesting. I think my dad has like the special blood type where you can donate to the universal donor thing. I might totally be making that up. I don't think I have a special blood type. I think I'm one of the basic types. Okay, yeah. I think I was right to say I should not use the airbrush for all of this. I think that would be like a little bit wild because there's a lot of little details to fit in, and I think this small brush is working well for me. Oh my gosh, I'm like really hungry. All I've eaten today is peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I am at the point before a trip where you like have nothing in the fridge. I'm at that point. I actually think I have like white rice and that's kind of it. And like also I've eaten through most of my freezer food too, so I don't know what I'm gonna eat for lunch. But I am getting really hungry. I should have gotten myself a snack. I guess I could. I've been live for a while. Oh my gosh, like 3 hours work. We're gonna finish up this lighting on Mr. Prince the Duck, and then I'm gonna go eat lunch. What else do I have to do today? I have to go to Target, and I need to get gas. I like hate filling up when I'm in the city. I try to like fill up if I'm like going to the suburbs or something, because gas is so much cheaper there. But unfortunately, I think I need to do like a little $10 fill at a gas station in the city just to tie me over. Okay, some of these pipes are not the color that I drew. I'm literally spreading false information about this motorcycle. It's so wrong. Let me make this look better. Wrong color. Okay, maybe this. Like, this pipe is dark. So I need to stop zooming in so much. I'm so bad about that. There's one danger with iPad drawing. It's really easy to like narrow in on the teeniest, tiniest pixel because you can. Whereas like traditional medium, you can't like zoom in on. I feel like that sometimes like having the ability to do that can be nice, but can also just make things move so slow. Okay, I made up this kickstand. This kickstand does not exist in the real photo, so I think I'm missing a little reflection for it. I think that would help it look real. Let's see. Let's try this out. See what I mean? I go from thing to thing in the drawing so often. I don't know. I think it's kind of helpful. It's chaotic, but it can be helpful. Okay, so I think I do that. And then I erase. Would that be the angle it's at? The little erase? I think so. Something looks wrong. Wait, I wish it... Ah! No! Where'd you go? Okay. Maybe it's fine. I think it's fine. What am I doing? Literally, what am I doing? I think I'm starting to lose it. No, we're so close. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Girl, that looks fire. Oh my god, thanks, CK. Yeah, I feel like it's starting to shape up. It's so funny, like... I feel like I say this a lot, but like sometimes I just like look at what I'm doing. Like look at the big picture and I'm like, this is so goofy. But that is like literally the point. I'm not trying to be super serious with this, surprisingly. But at the same time, like this is my art, you know? So it is serious. I'm confused. Why didn't that show up? Oh. Okay. Oh, I see. My brush is too big. Oh, wait. I have the wrong brush. Okay. Okay, girl. Fion. Oh my god. Hi. Thanks. I'm glad you're obsessed. Sometimes I'm like, should I go back to like drawing other stuff? Or like, slash, should I draw more serious stuff? Because like I have deep, serious thoughts. But I don't know. I have so much fun with this stuff. Like it's so goofy. It reminds me of like, I don't know, like cartoons, like just silly fun art for fun. So I think I keep doing it as long as it's fun, you know? Hey. This music is so good. Okay, yeah, I can do this. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. If you squint, it looks right. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I just looked at myself for the first time. I'm like, so attractive. Cute. Okay, I think actually this one I'm really liking the combo of brushes I'm using. Because I used to only use the spray brush. That was like my only means of shading, which gives a really cool effect. But I've been liking this other brush I've been using. It's like more of like a gouache vibe. Okay. Let's work on his clothes. Oh. So I think he has a shiny jacket. Let's see. I kind of made the color. Okay. I need the dark color. Actually, is what I need. Yeah. Does anyone have any fun plans this weekend? Slash, already did anything fun this weekend? I am about to leave for like a big trip, so I'm about to run some errands and like water my plants and stuff and get myself all situated to be gone. That's my weekend plans. And I had dance last night, which is fun. I feel like it's easier for me to draw highlights, so I don't know why I'm doing it this way, but this is a good challenge for myself. Fion, I'm going to the Philippines for a wedding, and also we're gonna meet a lot of Mig's extended family. Hang out with some people from his family that live in the States and Canada too. Like a bunch of people are going there, so it's kind of like a family reunion vibe for sure. So I'm about to meet a lot of people. It'll be really fun. Ooh, EK. Sorry, my brain just short-circuited in the middle of talking. Tiramisu brownies? How is that even possible? That sounds amazing. I love tiramisu. Meg and I have been big into ordering tiramisu from like Italian places when we get takeout. So I actually just had some tiramisu. I think I still have a little bit in the fridge. How do you even do that? Wait, this music is a little creepy, Shallow. I don't know what this is. It's from Animal Crossing. They call this sparklers. It's a little off-putting. Hoi, Philippines! Fion had to get some trousers shortened, but that's about it. Heck yeah, we love errands on the weekend, getting little things done. And you're watching F1 tomorrow. Okay, I feel like a lot of people are into F1. That's like a really cool thing to be into. Is there like a big race happening this weekend? Or just like a normal race? I don't know anything about F1. Didn't like an F1 movie come out this summer? Or am I making that up? And no, Fion, I haven't been before. So this is my first time. Second time in Asia ever. First time in the Philippines. It'll be lit. Ooh, okay, EK, you add the biscuits, like the little lady fingers. Or you're thinking of adding the lady fingers into your brownie. Cream, coffee, and cacao. Oof, that sounds really good. Tiramisu brownies. Ooh, and then for your actual tiramisu, you add raspberries and shaved chocolate on top. That's amazing. Raspberries and tiramisu sounds perfect. Yeah, it does sound like a little baking challenge. I love baking, but like usually don't do it. But I love it as a concept, and I love that it's there for me if I ever wanted to get into it. For now, I just eat things that other people bake. This would be so much easier for me if I was just drawing the highlights. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. It's okay. I'm gonna grow from this experience. Okay, yes, there was a F1 film recently. Okay, this is just like a normal race week. Thanks, Yan. Yeah, I hope I have an amazing time too. I think I will. I'm ready to embrace it. I think it'll be a cool experience too, like staying with a family that lives there and like like Mig's parents go back to the Philippines often, so I feel like I'll be in good hands in terms of like having little like built-in travel guides with me. And it'll just be really fun to have like a lot of people there. Like it definitely won't be like a normal vacation vibe. And I'm glad that we're able to like, at least I'm glad I'm able to like take off of work to like do it. Like it's exciting. Felt wild yesterday to like close my work laptop for 3 weeks and be like, oop, well, I will deal with all this stuff in October when I get back. That is crazy to say out loud. But I'm really looking forward to a nice long break from work. Will be really, really nice. Oh my gosh, can you hear my tummy rumbling? I'm going to max out. Whatever I end up making, I'm going to max out. I'll probably just like make something with the rice that I've got because I need to eat that up before we leave. I don't think his pants would have any sort of shiny. This is not looking right. This is not looking right. I don't think there's much shiny over here. You know what? Maybe just gonna, yeah. It's really interesting to like translate real picture of a human into duck, because sometimes I just have to like stop looking at the reference for a bit and just do what I think like looks best in the illustration. Gosh, I keep doing that squeeze thing. I did not mean to. When I squeeze my Apple Pencil, this little command thing comes up. Yeah, EK, this is making me hungry. Maybe I'll have tiramisu for lunch. Okay, slay, 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 slay all day. I think I need to add this little symbol into my motorcycle. Or at least the suggestion of it. Which brush should I use? Maybe that one. Maybe I'll do like a slightly darker. Oh, that's tiny. Whoa. She's really skinny. Okay. Not that you'll probably be able to see this, but you know. Gotta add your details in where you can. Yeah. Okay. The suit is not right yet. The shinies. I need to nail the shinies and I'm not nailing it right now. And that's okay. I'll nail it another time. Let me give one last attempt here to make these look right. I've also really been like, now I'm like getting back into drawing, I'm like really remembering how great it is to like walk away from stuff and come back to it. Like I've kind of been like calling certain illustrations final like before they really are. Like I'll just move on from them and then come back to them later. And then I feel like the next time I come back to it, I'm like, oh, I see what's wrong. I feel like I've been working on this one a lot in the last like 24 hours, so, or 12 hours actually. So I've made good progress and now I'm like, okay, I probably need to like step away from this for a minute in order to see what's wrong with it. Cause I know some like stuff is wrong. I know stuff is wrong, but I don't know in what way and how to fix it. Like, I don't know. I don't know about that. AW, you're back. Hey. How was dinner? I was just talking about how my tummy's rumbling and I don't know what I'm gonna make for lunch. I definitely need to eat before I go to Target though. There's nothing worse than grocery shopping while hungry. I like buy so many things I don't need. And I'm usually like angry too. Like, I have no business acting like that, but I get crabby when I'm hungry. I'm one of those people. Not all the time though. But if I'm tired and hungry, ooh, I'm not fun to be around. Tonight, I'm going out for ramen. I'm so excited. I love ramen. Yeah, this is just not, it's just not happening. That's like not happening yet. That's okay. This does not look right. And I should move on. Yeah. Okay. But let's get like the gist of the shading on him. So he kind of has like really intense lighting like right in the front of his face, and then I feel like it gets more orangey towards the back of his face. So let's just try that and see what happens. Yeah. I think that makes sense. Something like that. Yeah, sure. That's the basic idea. Oh no, I didn't do it on a separate layer. Hold on. That's the basic idea for the shading on his face. I think that's cute. I talked about this a little earlier, but like, is it legal what I'm doing? Like, can I like draw this much inspiration from these album covers and from these artists? Will I get locked up? Hopefully not. I'm like most nervous for the modern references. Honestly, I'm most nervous for Beyonce. Like, I feel like you can't like rip off Beyonce's shit without suffering the consequences. I think I'm doing too much right now with that shading. I think I need to leave this. I need to do my first draft and then I need to leave it and come back, and then everything will hopefully make more sense. But like, I feel like his booty tail would not be in the light. In fact, it's like probably still way too light. I think in general I need to make him darker, more shadow on him. I wonder if I could do... Can you do a clipping mask that works to a whole group? No, that would be too good, wouldn't it? I don't know a lot about like how layers work in digital art, to be honest. I like only know like a few methods. Like, I don't know what is it called? A layer mask? Like, I don't know what that is. I guess I do know what clipping or just like a mask. Like, I don't know what that does. Every time I make a mask, I'm like, what is this? What did I do? I don't know what that is. It would probably take me like 10 minutes to figure it out with like a YouTube tutorial, but I just never found time. Never done it. Ramen is the best. Yeah, ramen is the best. Oh my gosh. Hey, Meg. Woohoo. I was just talking about how we're going to get ramen later. Oh my gosh, Shallow. No worries. I have answered this question a few times over the course of this stream and last stream, but I basically just like took a little break from YouTube because I wasn't really having fun with it. And honestly, like, I feel like I just needed to like figure out my like next direction with it, because when I started my YouTube channel, to be so for real, I was like very dead set on like, okay, I'm going to become a I was watching a lot of cozy art vlogs, a lot of studio vlogs, a lot of like Lee Ellickson, Megan Wang, like those, Katie Mai. Those were the people that inspired me to start with YouTube. And now that that's like not necessarily my goal in life, I just don't really know. I didn't really know what I wanted to make videos about. And I think now I'm like, oh, like I've been really overthinking it. Like, let's just go back to making videos about whatever fun, like creative, crafty, designy project I have going on. But I feel like I needed like a little break from it to, I don't know, be able to figure that out. Like, I'm an overthinker when it comes to it. So I just needed to like let myself breathe and not worry about it for a bit. Shoot, I did that on the wrong layer too. Oh my gosh. This girl, get it together. But yeah, I feel like that was a lot of the reason. Maybe like you could call it burnout. I don't know. And then like as things go for me always, like I was like, oh, it'll be like a month or two break. And then it turned into like 4 months, 5 months. I really did not mean for it to go on that long. And like it was also kind of like not wrong of me, but like I did kind of just like stop posting with like no explanation. And when I like logged back onto my YouTube account, I had so many comments that were like, are you okay? Which is like really sweet of people to worry about me, but that was not my intention to like ghost. But yeah, I just like needed the space, you know? Fion, I can't imagine you being locked up for drawing ducks. Dude, I know, but like dumber things have happened. No, I think I'll be fine because like, yeah, I am not really drawing their image and likeness unless you like think that my like duck rendition is so accurate. Like, wow, that would be cool. But it's I'm probably good. Yeah, that's a really good point. It's like a different species. That's true, Kelps. People can do covers of music and it is like the same thing. Like unless you're like directly sampling stuff from an artist, it's fine. I guess I just felt safer with last year's calendar because it was all such old art that it was like no longer copyrightable. Whereas this, I'm like, oh, this is like definitely copyrighted. Like this is someone's IP, you know? This is someone's brand. How do we think he's looking? I think he's looking pretty good. The whole illustration for sure is still a little bit flat. You know what this is giving for some reason? It's giving like Perry the Platypus. I think my ducks are like generally like a little bit platypus-esque because their beaks are so wide. I like a wide beak. Anyone else think it's giving Perry? If I zoom into just this part, like it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. Let me flip the canvas and see if I feel the same. Yeah. You know what? Yeah. I think I like it. It always sucks when I get to this point and I'm like, oh, I don't like it. I think I still need to adjust some of the colors. The lines, I don't know if I love the color, but we'll get there. Oh my gosh, Fion, I actually was talking about this earlier. Yes, I am gonna do prints of last year's calendar illustrations. I just need to do, I have a little bit of a lengthy to-do list before I get to that. Mostly I like decided I wanted to like redo the aesthetics of my shop, which I know are like, that's like not necessary. It's like kind of a silly thing, but it's taking me a little bit longer to get new product photos up, but it won't take me too long to order the prints. Right now I'm kind of in the stage where I'm like, I think I should probably just like order some and see what it looks like, because Unfortunately, I did draw. I actually have them up on my iPad. I can like pull them up. I did draw a lot of these. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump. I did draw a lot of these at like a pretty small size. I drew them all at like 8.5 by 11 inches, which is like standard letter paper sized. And I would ideally like the prints to be a little bit bigger. So I kind of want to like, I was like messing around with like upscaling it a bit, and I think it looks totally fine. But I would love like input on which prints I should make. I could do like all 12 and like try to make it like a big thing, or I could do, you know, like 6 of them or something. But adorable, oh my god, don't be sorry, you go whenever you have to go. Thank you so much for hanging out. I think we're gonna wrap up soon anyways. But yeah, I would love to know what people want to see when I look at it. Okay, here's what I think. Let's talk through this. I think banger. I gotta do a print of this. Also, I have a friend from dance that has been requesting a print of this since I made it for like a year. So I have to make Starry Night. This one I feel like is so fire. I love the, I don't know why I said that. I don't use that as a description at all, but it is fire. I like the cracks a lot. And I think the way I did the background is interesting. I would probably approach this one very differently if I were to do it now. Also, like, look at all these little guys. They're super silly looking. Oop. They're super silly looking. I think this one would be fun. Fee on the Swing. Okay, yeah. The Swing has a really dear place in my heart because this was the first one that I did. And then I was like, after I did this, I was like, oh my god, this is such a good idea. Let me keep doing it. So I think the Swing, oh my god, you're so right. Maybe I'll do like everyone. I don't know. The dance, I'm gonna be so real. I love this one, and I think it looks great in the calendar, but part of me is like, oh, this is like not very detailed. So like, should I not make a print of it? But also sometimes it's nice to have prints on the wall that aren't like super detailed. I was actually running into that when I was hanging up stuff on my wall just now. I was like, oh, I have like so many like super detailed prints, and sometimes when you put them all next to each other, it looks a little like chaotic. So I don't know, I could just do like all of them and put them all in the shop and just see what happens. I feel like I'm probably with these, like, if I could see myself someday like recreating some of these, because even now I feel like my art style has evolved and I feel like I've improved and I feel like I could do better than what I did here, especially with this one. I was so into only using this one brush, and I think it limited me in some ways. I remember having a hard time with the shadow on him, and I feel like he just doesn't look like he's like sitting in space super well. Anyways, I'm not supposed to be critiquing myself right now. Yeah, I don't know if like Son of Man is really like anyone's vibe per se. It's not really my vibe. I feel like this one would be a fun one since it's so iconic. The other thing I was thinking too, would it be cool to somehow make like, I don't know if it would be like a tote bag or like a t-shirt that maybe would feature like a few of these? Like, could that be cool? Maybe. Anyways, to complete my review, I think I have to do Mona Duck. Like, she has to be in there. Although, I might want to tweak her face. Her face looks like strangely humanoid. I think her cheek over here. Again, I'm not supposed to be critiquing myself. Okay, moving on. Birth of Venus. I think this one's a banger. I think I should make this into a print. Sunday afternoon in the park. I like this one. It's not a must for me. Where'd our music go? Okay, there we go. I need a little music to take us home, you know? What else? Am I missing any like major ones? I feel like The Swing, Mona Duck, Starry Night. I don't know if I feel like I need this in my shop. I feel like those are big ones. I don't know. I also have to remember that anyone that got the calendar can cut out what they got. So like there is kind of an opportunity for you to get everything. So like I don't probably need to release every single thing as a print. Probably just like the major ones, you know, like the big heavy hitters. Oh yeah, that's true, AW. I could do a poll on Patreon. That's a really good idea. That's a really, really good idea. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do to see what people want to order, and then I can just go from there. And I can always like add more later. I also think I likely will make a version of this art. What did I call it? Famous paintings, but make it ducks calendar for 2026. Because all I really would need to do is edit the calendar spreads. And that way it would just be like an opportunity to keep it in my shop. I probably wouldn't order too many, but anyone that didn't get one last year or like wants another one, I guess, could get another one. I probably wouldn't anticipate many people reordering it, but more just like if people didn't get it last year, could be cool to get it this year. I feel like this is like gonna be a cool juxtaposition with like the music one, which is gonna be a little bit more like fun and colorful, and it'll definitely have a lot of variance, I want to say. A lot of variety. So I think it could be cool to like keep both. Wow, my hair looks a little wild. I think it would be cool to keep both in the shop. But yeah, those are all my thoughts. I have a lot of thoughts. Ooh, maybe do a very different size from the calendar. Yeah, AW. I think if I order these prints, I need to test it. I'm thinking of testing it at 20 inches by 16 inches, which is a pretty significant increase from what I drew them at. I really wish I drew these larger. I'm probably gonna feel the same way about all of the 2026 illustrations I'm doing. I'm drawing them like to scale at what they'll be at for the calendar. But yeah, I think I would want the prints to be more substantial. And like, for example, duck with the pearl earring, I was thinking like, oh, I could make it a square instead of the landscape orientation that I had, because a lot of these, like, I had to kind of make up what it would look like as a landscape. Like the kiss, if I were to order prints of this, I would probably make them honestly portrait. I feel like would make sense. I could also maybe consider doing stickers for some of the prints that I don't do, or some of the illustrations that I don't do full prints for. Like, I feel like the kiss would be a cute sticker. So we'll see. Those are just my thoughts. Juxtaposition. It would be a really good juxtaposition. You're so right. That's funny. You're so funny. Okay. Those are all my thoughts. And I think that's like all my juice for for drawing today. I feel like we made great progress. Do you want what we should do to close it out? Let's watch the time-lapse relay. I love watching this. This was how my sketch started. Ooh. Oop. I just started from scratch. Oh, this was when I was like, how do I draw a motorcycle? Ooh, his body angle. Weird. Hair. This is so satisfying to watch. When I was little, I would watch, I don't remember what drawing app I had, but it came with a bunch of video replays of other people drawing, and I would just like sit and watch it. Like, this is really fun to just like watch happen. Also a little hard because it's all flipped for some reason. AW. I love that idea. Notebook could be really cool. I actually have I have no idea where it is. I have a notebook from a artist that I really like, and I've always been like, oh, I should like ask them how they made this. I don't know what that manufacturing process looks like. Kitten Cat, yeah, thank you so much for coming. The vibes have been great. Like I said a little earlier in stream, I will be away, so I won't be streaming for at least like a month. But thank you so much for joining. Thanks if you joined at the last stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you. It's really so fun to like chat in real time, because I feel like for me personally, like messages, like DMs and stuff are like not really my vibe. Not that's dumb to say. I should just say I'm not the best at checking them, and honestly, like I get exhausted from like opening like even like 2 messages. I'll be like, oh, wow, that was a lot of energy, you know. And I'm the same way with like my texts in my personal life, so I really enjoy coming and getting to chat on stream here, and like look at all this progress we made. Heck yeah, it's really starting to take shape. I'm getting excited about this. Thank you so much for hanging out. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm gonna go eat some lunch and get ready for my trip. Oh my gosh, yeah, we're leaving tomorrow afternoon, so I feel like I have a good amount of time to get my life together, but it'll be a little bit of a sprint to the finish, and there's always a little bit of like stress and anxiety before a trip, so that'll be me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your September into October. And yeah, I'll be around. You know where to find me. Kind of. I'll be in and out. But thank you guys so much for hanging out, being so kind and amazing and awesome. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a really, really amazing rest of your day. And if you're watching this on YouTube later, thanks. Okay, I'm gonna go. Thank you guys all so much. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Shouts out to all of you guys for chatting. I don't know what the little like number 1 and number 2 means, but EK and AW, I think that means you guys are like my top chatters. So like, thanks for chatting with me. That's epic and so cool. Thank you to everybody for hanging out. Okay.